Yep.
Let's do it.
All right. Oh, well, first off, welcome. Um, to kind of set the scene here, we're actually going to start in a tavern, like all D&D games start.
What? No
Oh my
Yes,
god, I've
way.
never
yes,
had
we
one.
So
are.
original.
So original. Um, so the scene sets in a busy tavern in a busy town, and a common-looking man walks in and walks up to the bar and sits down and orders a drink. And as he orders his drink, the bartender behind, not a bartender per se, but more of a shape of a humanoid, kind of magical means,
I
starts to pour
vibe
him a
with
drink and
that.
puts it in front of him. And as this man sits at the bar, he looks up on the back of the bar, and as most bars, there's different kinds of memorabilia that kind of makes its way up there. You see swords, you see epic poems, you see what looks to be like the first gold coin that the bar ever made. There's some unsightly ones you see. There's like an occasional spell scroll that happens to have a dark substance stained on it that kind of looks like blood. Um, there happens to be what looks to be pieces of a magic carpet. And up there as well, kind of towards the top, there is a plaque with a magnificent looking sword on top of it. Um, blade kind of gives off a blue hue into like an angelic shape into what looks to be a white handle with kind of gold wrought into it. And as the man kind of stares at it and admires it for a little bit, the actual bartender starts walking up and goes, "Oh, I see you're admiring the fine piece of artwork up there." And man sitting at the bar goes, "Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before. What is that?" So the bartender turns to him. The bartender at this point, um, darker in skin with dark hair and facial hair, seems to be wearing ornate robes, nothing super fancy or gaudy or anything like that. It looks to be well worn, but upkept. Turns to me and goes, "Well, you see, that's one of the finest items on the wall back there. We tend to collect things from all the different adventurers that come through here, and somehow they all make their way to my town." He goes, "I'll tell you about this one, though, if you have a moment, or if you're willing to buy another beer." He goes, "It's a long story. It'll take a while to get through, but I'd be interested to hear about the people that saved the city of Baldur's Gate." And the man at the bar kind of sits there for a second and reaches into his purse and looks through, and there's only a couple coppers left and one silver. And that was all money that was supposed to be spent on getting food for the farm and the animals. And he kind of looks at the bartender, just smiling, just salesman smile. And he looks back and goes, "I guess I can stay for another drink, at least one or two." So the bartender looks at him and goes, "Fine, let me get you that drink." And as he does, he puts his hand on the bar top and slaps it down. And as he does, almost like a fine mist of dust comes up from the top. And as it does, the vision fades away of the tavern around this man. And we fade into the area of the Sword Coast, west of Elturel, where as we get closer and closer, we move into what seems to be a band of people leaving the city. And in the distance, you can see the city of Elturel itself seems to be surrounded by some kind of red haze or flames that are starting to lick up from the side. And the city itself is starting to sink down into the ground as these red flames grow higher. Now, zooming in on the people that are here, we see what seem to be about 20 to 30 people and packed to move. It looks like these people grabbed everything that they owned and just left, fleeing from the city as refugees. Now, this ragtag bunch looks to have been forging their way through the wilderness, which isn't an easy track for anybody, much less all these people that probably don't have any kind of combat experience or history fighting. So, of this ragtag, 5 of them seem to stand out, and you can see them kind of patrolling the outer edges of this group as they travel west along the Corntharp River. And so the first one we see, kind of leading the front here, Greg, if you want to introduce yourself.
I am Greg. I appear to be a around 7 foot tall Leonin, wearing a big cloak, and not really talking much.
Yep. Along the sides, on one side, there seems to be another larger creature with a companion at his side that seems to be keeping pace without worrying at all. Brufus, if you want to describe yourself.
Yeah. So you see again another very tall, very large, thick. Some would say cloaked figure.
How thick?
Pretty thick.
Thick.
Double thick. Like double stuff of awareness.
Big.
Yeah. Just mounds of fur popping out of all the open areas of the cloak that is also draped over them. But they are most definitely a bugbear. And beside them is a metallic animal. It looks like a dog that's got armor on it. And it seems to nip at his heels in weight of any kind of orders that the bugbear might give.
Okay. Moving to the opposite side, also standing tall, seems to be someone of feminine nature. You can see a lot more of a nature vibe that seems to be interacting more with the crowd. Is it, how do I pronounce it? Gillivan? If you want to introduce yourself.
It's pronounced Jenny.
Jenny?
Well, hi guys. I am what do we say, 7 foot tall.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. I've got long wavy auburn hair. I've got my friendly pet owl with me. And I go over and I am trying to say hi to all of the animals that are scurrying around and make sure that they're okay.
And as you look around, you're trying to say hi to these animals, and as you try to get their attention, they kind of look at you, and then they just keep running, because whatever was happening behind you guys to this city, nature has its way of knowing when things are going bad, and they are just flying past you guys. As you look behind you, there's not a creature to be seen. Everything is just hauling either northwest or south, anywhere away from where you guys are coming from. And then bringing up the rear of the caravan are twin water genasi. Ash and Sky, whoever wants to go first.
How about together?
Simultaneously.
Yes,
I'll
you had
just
this plan,
let
right?
Ash describe everything.
One word
Exactly
at
the
a
same.
time.
Yep, we are identical twins in perfect androgyny. Dark blue hair, cheeky smiles most of the time. Ash is in very nice leathers, daggers, rapiers, roguish, of course, while Sky is also in leathers? Are you in leather too? We're both in leathers, baby. Identical twins.
Just have less.
Different
I guess you could say.
weapons. We have different skill sets, I
I
suppose.
have a dagger,
I also have a dagger.
but I
I
only have
use
a
a
dagger.
rapier.
And a mace that I've never used before.
Very nice, like mid-calf heeled boots. It's a look. We have a very sexy, very cheeky look going on, and I am currently accidentally bumping into people and stealing wallets and anything nice from them.
Oh man.
And I'm casting guidance every time it happens.
Okay.
Got some mage hand in the distance. It's great.
Roll me that sleight of hand check with guidance then.
Hell yeah.
It's the first roll of the night.
Ooh, doing great. Shit. I lost my D4. Oh, so good. Doing so good. It's my fucking sleight of hand. 16.
16.
Yeah.
So as you're kind of looking around the crowd to see like who would be a good pick, right? You look around and you see a female halfling that you've met before on this kind of journey named Ipan Watson. And so as you look around, they look like they probably were a merchant or something previously. They tend to have some goods within their caravan. Looks to have, they have some more wealth than some of the more common people that are in your group here. And as you kind of mage hand, tinker in, You see a couple things, like as the cart hits a bump, you see some things bounce up from the back, from like in the cart. When they hit the bump, they bounce up in the air. And when they bounce up in the air, you quickly reach with Mage Hand and kind of grab it before it lands back in the cart with everything else and pull the Mage Hand back out. I'll say you essentially pull out what looks to be like it looks to be like a pair of smith tongs and a smith hammer that were both in there.
Toss it to the side. I don't need that shit.
All right. As your group continues moving on, you eventually hit the ridge right before Baldur's Gate. So most of you, whether you had been there before or you hadn't, most people know of Baldur's Gate. It's one of the biggest cities on the Sword Coast. It's also known as kind of one of the sketchiest cities on the Sword Coast. While Waterdeep may be massive, Baldur's Gate is very much known for its dichotomy of having a very high upper class and a very low poverty system within the city. So as you come across the final ledge, you make your way up, being able to finally look down onto the city, you see this image of Baldur's Gate in its entirety. If that popped up for you guys.
Smoky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
It's
switch over
the
there real quick.
poverty.
Oh, it's the poverty. It's
It's
just
the poverty.
smoky
Yeah.
all the time.
And so this is actually, most of any kind of factories or smiths or anything like that tend to work on the outside of the city, while the central part of the city, the central part of the city is more of the poverty, while the outside is more known as where all the nobles or those that, have money live. And the port is one of the major ports of, the Sword Coast, being able to do trade directly with Waterdeep, being able to do trade with the Chult, and other continents. Yeah. As your caravan comes across this ledge, you're able to start picking up the sounds of a crowd. And as you look down towards the main gate in front of you into Baldur's Gate, you see what looks to be a larger crowd forming. And it seems to be stuck on the outside of the gate. As your party approaches, you get about 100 yards out with your group, and you're able to see that there are people trying to get entrance into the city, and they're being blocked. People aren't being allowed into the city. Eventually, Greg, you pick up, as you're in the front of the pack at this point, you can hear the guards that are kind of manning the front of the wall stating, "No, we're not taking any more refugees at this time. The city is at capacity. We're going to be locking down very shortly. Unfortunately, you're going to have to find somewhere else to go." And you can hear people in the city go, "I don't have anywhere else to go. I only had resources to get here. Where do you expect us to go? Waterdeep's weeks away." And there's tension building between whomever is holding the gate and these other, 50 to 60 refugees that are trying to make their way in. And as you see this, and the rest of you kind of, see this happening, you can start to notice it in your own group. Tensions are starting to build among these people that you've been traveling with. You can see nervous looks going between people. Some of the children that are in your group kind of look up to their parents and are tugging on sleeves like, "Mommy, are they going to let us in? Are we going to be able to stay safe?" Because at this point, you have no idea what had happened before. The city just started being surrounded by flame, and everyone tried to make their way out with whatever they could grab. What would you guys like to do?
Now, this is the city that we're coming up on. That was Eltril?
So you were leaving Eltril and traveling west to Baldur's Gate.
Okay. Oh, see, here he goes.
So, if you don't mind me asking, we're actually nobility
We're
for
from
Baldur's Gate.
here.
Okay.
What would be the reason why we went to Eltro?
Just a slutty vacation. You know how it is.
Oh,
Of course.
You mean vacation?
Yeah.
Regular vacation.
So there is historically a lot of trade done between Eltro and
Okay.
Baldur's Gate. Since Baldur's Gate is the nearest port, a lot of trade would happen between the two. That could also mean diplomatic missions. That could also mean, a myriad of reasons. Maybe there was just a brothel you guys liked near Turo more than others.
we got bored.
Yeah.
Could have been it.
Board vacation. We're back now, baby. I'm walking up to this fucking gate.
I'll
from here.
follow right behind.
Okay.
With my
so as
scroll
you-
of pedigree just ready to go.
I also
Okay.
have mine ready. Fucking twins.
So, as you move your way towards the front, you're greeted with what looks to be the members holding the gate to be members of the Flaming Fists. So, you guys are familiar with this, and anyone else that's been to Baldur's Gate would be familiar with them as well. They're not a standing army per se. The Flaming Fist is actually a mercenary group that is in contract with the nobility in Baldur's Gate to act as kind of a policing force for the lower stricken poverty areas. They're a pretty well-known mercenary group. Their operation extends even as far as Chult over the oceans. They're known for not necessarily being the most noble of types, but they keep the peace for whatever cost that takes. And so, as you two approach, the guard standing there looks to you and goes, sorry, like I've said before, we don't have room for any other refugees in the town. We're already at capacity.
Oh, we're not refugees. Do you know who we are? You should know who we are.
It'd be a shame if you didn't.
Really, truly a shame.
I will let you roll persuasion or intimidation
Oh,
with
boy.
charisma.
Which one of us is the charisma character?
Neither.
While
Clerk
they're
of the
having
Road?
I think
this,
I have good charisma. Here I go.
while they're doing this, can I
Guidance.
just cast invisibility and just walk
Persuasion.
by while they're distracting the guard?
Sure. Give me I believe invisibility has a somatic as well. Give me just a straight dexterity check to see if you can pull it off without anyone noticing you casting.
18 on persuasion.
Since I'm so close to him, I would
Yeah.
probably be keeping an eye on him because I'm trying to keep pace with somebody who is close to my size.
Sure.
And if I would like, I don't know if I automatically notice it because I'm near him, but like if I need me to do a check, I'll do a check. But if I see him go invisible, I'm gonna attempt to just go because I can't be invisible.
Okay.
Let's try to
What was
walk
that?
in.
What was that
Walk
dex
straight
check, Greg?
15.
15.
Is it not showing on the thing?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's showing.
That's
Okay.
all right.
it is.
My bad.
Had it.
Yeah, I've had another tab.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say, Rufus, that you don't notice it
Okay.
with his ability, with him trying to cast it subtly.
Okay.
But yeah, you just continue to try walking in, or are you staying with the group?
If I look, so I kind of envisioned it. I looked away. I looked back. He's not there anymore.
Correct.
And would I know this person from being in the traveling? Like from being in
I would
the
say you guys
town,
have
or-
probably spent a couple days with each other traveling between towns on foot.
Okay.
Versus a wagon or anything like that.
So I'm aware of him and more than just like a hey, I'm walking near him. But I probably
Yeah,
was
you
a little
guys,
bit-
your party was essentially the only like capable fighters of this group. So
Okay.
anytime you guys came up against wolves or anything like that, you five are essentially the ones that handled it to keep the caravan safe as you moved west.
Then I will actually look down at my Still Defender doggo and say, use a command of distract
Okay.
and try to have him circle around the guards in a playful manner, not aggressive, but to try to get them to be distracted while I too try to sneak through stealthily.
Okay. Give me a acrobatics check for Max.
Do I use mine or his? It's his.
his- His is a +1, so you can just roll if you want.
You said
Rufus and
acrobatics, you said?
Max. If you click
Oh,
off of like on the side, the image will minimize.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So,
Yep.
how will I roll that for him in here?
Um,
I've got his option up on D&D Beyond.
So on D&D Beyond, you can roll it that way. If you want to roll it in Foundry, you can just double click on his token.
Oh,
and
there
then
we go.
click on acrobatics, and then you can just do normal roll.
All right, cool. Let's do that. And then normal.
13. Okay. I'll say you give him this command. He kind of looks at you for a moment and then kind of dips his head. He goes off running and breaks off from the group. He's moving towards one of the less dense areas of where there are refugees trying to get in and where the guards are. He kind of takes a couple steps back and then just goes into a full sprint. And as he gets close to the guards are kind of looking at him prepping, and he leaps over the guards. And as he does, the guards turn trying to figure out what's going on, and he starts running across the back line of where the guards are to pull them away. And so
Attaboy.
as he does this, there's kind of a split in the opening where you see an opportunity for you to go through. And there's also a couple refugees nearby that see this opening and just kind of rush through 2 or 3 at a time before they get caught.
Good.
Greg, I will say with the invisibility and casting it, yeah, at that point, seeing the same opening happening at the same time, you kind of jaunt right through, no issues, kind of make your way through the gate.
Knowing that Jillian...
One sec. Back to Ash and Sky. As you present your pedigree, he kind of looks at you for a second, unsure, and then he looks at it, unrolls it. You see him kind of like put a hand up, and he takes a couple steps back to someone else that's farther back. Looks to be a higher rank. And he shows it to them, and they kind of look at it and look at you guys and nod, and he comes back and he goes, "That's fine, you can head inside, but the rest of your party has to stay out here. We can't afford anywhere else."
They work for us. You're really going to tell us we can't bring in the people who work for us?
You have any proof that they work for you and are citizens that have work permits in here?
Why do we need proof?
I cast Charm Person.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Okay.
Not my
Okay.
hat. I don't know what I'm doing.
You're fine. All right. So, what's your DC? What kind of save do I need to make for Charm Person?
Sorry, I should have had this ready.
It's all good.
It's a wisdom save.
Can't see it on here.
I have to go to your spell page.
So I go in here, spell
Yeah.
book, Charm Person.
Okay. So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So for him, I didn't have him up yet. That's fine. This is me also learning things in the fly.
Hater.
Okay, so I'm gonna say he fails with the 6.
Yeah, he fails.
Okay. So he kind of stops and looks at you again, Ash, and goes, "You're saying they're all your workers?"
Yes, of course.
They've been with us this entire time,
The whole time.
since the beginning.
He looks around and goes, "I can't on my authority let them in, unfortunately, but if you actually want to get them all in, I can take you to go see my commanding officer, and they might be able to approve it if you really are nobility."
I guess.
If we really are nobility.
And he kind of hands you your pedigree back. He goes, "Is that fair? I can take you to her now if you'd like."
I mean, we're very busy, but yes, that's fair.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of turns to some of the other guards that are there and goes, "I'll be back. Hold this position. Like I said, we can't let anyone else in until we get word from the higher ups. I have to escort them up." And so he starts to lead you 2 away. What's everybody else doing?
Welcome home, I guess.
I am probably headed to the guild house. I would say, because we didn't really work on like a backstory or whatever, so that didn't really matter. But I am a guild artisan that was stationed in that
Nerd.
Elturol.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna go back to headquarters basically to try to regroup, tell them, things didn't work out, and the town's under attack, and let them know that I'm back.
Back
Okay.
again.
Outer space.
And also find my doggo. Whistle.
And also find your doggo?
Maybe blow a whistle.
Okay.
Like,
I'll say being your companion, you're able to
Yeah.
relocate pretty quick. Max would have returned back to you after kind of accomplishing the task.
he knows where I am.
I find a pub.
Find a pub. Okay.
I'm still outside, right? Or
You
am
are
I-
technically still outside unless you plan on following Ash and Sky.
I'm gonna follow them.
I mean, we
Okay.
did vouch for her.
We did.
Okay. So he takes you three. The rest of the refugees at this point are in your caravan are still stuck on the outside. So as you guys are kind of leaving, you can look back and see that the rest of the group is kind of looking at all the people that just spent days defending them, just poof, essentially. And now they're starting to mingle into the crowd of being stuck on the outside trying to get admittance into Baldur's Gate. So you make your way. It actually takes quite a while. You guys end up going through the ramparts to kind of where the Flaming Fist headquarters is. And eventually you're brought into a room at the top of one of the wall spires. It's about 30 feet with sunlight that comes blazing in through windows. You can see banisters of the Flaming Fist showing. And as it does, you see what looks to be a table in the far back. Standing over it is a human female, wearing what looks to be Flaming Fist armor. Spending some time in this area, you would know that her rank is of Flame, which is the third rank up as far as their structural hierarchy. And she's staring at a document-covered desk and kind of going over reports and figuring out numbers, and you can hear her mumbling to herself. When you guys walk in, she looks up, and then she looks to the guard that brought you in. She's like, what are you doing now? Who are you bringing to me? Don't you know I have bigger issues to deal with? What's going on?
We're going to be your biggest issue here in a second.
She looks at you and goes, excuse me? And you see, after you guys have walked in, you hear the clattering and you look behind you, and in the corners, past where you had walked in the room, there seem to be two other Flaming Fist members essentially standing guard, hands on hilts, kind of looking towards you.
I don't think our family would be too keen on you all standing so aggressively around us.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at you and goes, there is a damn city melting into the ground. I don't give two shits about your family. I'm trying to keep this town from destroying itself before something comes after us. Now, what do you want?
We are trying to get home with our servant, and we were told no, so we're here wasting everybody's time. Hello.
This all could have been avoided.
And as you say that, the guard that walks up, he goes, they came to the gate with what looked to be a caravan of refugees that are saying that they're workers, and they're trying to get them inside, and standing orders not to allow anyone in. But I thought that I would bring them to petition an exception, possibly.
Oh, we were only trying to get her inside.
Yeah.
And he looks to you guys and goes, you were literally just going to leave all those people out there?
Don't work for us.
Did you
Yeah.
just travel with them?
Yeah,
Oh,
as
they tag along.
mercenaries.
Oh,
Wow.
I don't see. Now listen, there's no reason
Yes.
for you to be
He looks
judging
back and
me
goes,
when
"Ma'am,
you're
I'll
not
let you
letting
finish
them
the
in.
conversation. I've got work to do." And he kind of leaves you guys with her as he kind of exits the room.
What a shit.
oh damn.
And so the lady behind the desk looks at you and goes, "So this was all just so you three could get back in the city?"
We're from the city.
We're from the city,
Just wanted to get home.
and she
We were
works
just-
with us,
We were
I
just
got a
having a
job
vacation.
to do.
and we were told we weren't supposed to
So-
without coming to see you.
So you two have a
Maybe
pedigree. What's
train her-
what's her reasoning for coming back into the city? What's her proof of being allowed
She
back in?
works for us.
You have any records showing that? Because right now she fails every requirement that we need for refugees to come back into the city.
And
I
what
manage their state.
requirements?
A couple things. We need a full accounting of each refugee with their name, occupation, age, criminal record. We're also looking for any carts or pack animals need to be checked. And then we need confirmation from a cleric or anyone of a lay healer that can confirm that they're not bringing any disease into the city. With this many people, one disease could cause an epidemic among the city, and we can't
Sky,
handle that right
is
now.
she diseased?
I don't think she is.
I don't think she is.
Okay. Do you have a place for her to stay? Every inn is going to be booked.
We live here.
So should we
I
stay
have
with you?
a house here.
She lives on
She
our
lives
property.
here.
So then by all means, what are you doing in my office?
Ask your
That's a great
fucking
question.
soldiers.
She kind of waves towards the door, and you see one of the other Flaming Fist soldiers kind of moves forward and opens the door. She goes, "Please just get the fuck out of my office. I've got bigger issues to deal with right now."
It's not like I wanted to stay in here anyway.
This place is gross and it's boring and you have bad energy.
I'm gonna like elbow Gillen, right? Gillen?
Yep.
Elbow. I really like what you did with the guard out there.
Hey, thanks. I got a few more tricks up my sleeve too.
Oh,
We're going to get along great.
It's gonna be so much fun. Excuse
just
me.
stick
sir.
with us.
I mean, I've got nowhere else better to go. It sounds like you guys have the lay of the land here.
That's
And so,
right.
as you guys move your way into the city, you're essentially taken into Baldur's Gate, coming in from the. You'd be coming in from the Stony Eyes Gate at this point.
We don't have tokens, so we just have a big
Yeah.
black.
It's blind.
Yeah.
I will
I
make sure.
can't see.
Ah, yes, Baldur's Gate. Just how
There we go.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Because you haven't got there yet, right?
They
Yes.
can't.
Exactly.
Shame that you got here first before you got there in the game.
Ah! Ugh, that's
And so, as you guys are taking your way back to your estate, which will take a while, you are essentially in one of the ramparts off the gate, so it'll take a couple hours if you're heading back to your estate. At the same time, Rufus, as you return to the guild hall, you inform them of what's going on. You can see there's even traces just going through the city to get to the guild hall. The place is packed. There are people in every street side. Inns are booked. You see people with just their belongings just in the middle of the road, kind of taking up corners. The alleyways are starting to fill up. The city is probably at like double occupancy of what it should be at this point.
gross.
And as you enter the guild hall, you are greeted by, people that you've worked with before. You're greeted by the guild hall master and everyone else. And as you take a seat, one of them comes to sit by you and goes, "So what's going on, man? Didn't you just come in from out of town?"
Oh yeah, that town is on fire. It is burning through the ground. People are coming here. I got through just in the nick of time. I don't know. There's tons of people outside causing problems. Not letting anybody in. It's nuts. It's nuts.
He goes, "They're blocking the city. They're blocking people from coming in."
Yeah.
He goes, "We still have people out there. We got people in Waterdeep.
Oh,
We've got
man.
people to the north."
Oh no. What about Jonesy? Is Jonesy out there?
I'd have to check. Jonesy was supposed to check in, but he's known for being late. He's rather fond of the brothels.
He'll be fine.
unfortunately.
He'll be fine. He likes the camp. It's fine.
I mean, yeah, but after he lost his foot last month, I don't know if he'll be able to. Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure he's
he
fine.
likes the adventure, the extra little bit that they offers. I think he went out there on purpose. Maybe he started the fire. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, well, some say he doesn't have a leg to stand on now, so.
And down.
Wow.
But yeah, it's bad.
It's very bad. He goes, have you heard about what's been going on within the city at this point?
No, I haven't been here in at least 2 months. So, catch me up.
Oh, dude. He goes, shit's been crazy. We've had cultists that have been fighting. We've had probably 2 or 3 extra deaths every night instead of the regular deaths.
Oh yeah,
We've had
extra death. No good.
Yep, we've had the nobility locking the walls and not letting people into the high areas.
Sounds
Even if you
religious.
have pedigrees, they went on full lockdown.
Wow, that's
Um,
crazy.
We have pretty much the city's going to shit. It's been a really bad year.
I mean,
They're
it's-
saying next step that everyone's going to be confined to their homes.
Jeez, I see what's going on here. Trying to restrict our freedoms. I'm not gonna have none of this. Well, I'm here now. They got the good gruel. Did you bring that out yet?
They tapped it. You
I
can
need a
see what's
drink.
left, but now they've got that like double IPA mix, and it's very bitter. It tastes like tree bark.
Oh, I hate IPAs. Oh, all right, well, whatever. Well,
Oh boy.
it's fine. It's fine. Who was that?
Who is that person?
Who just said that? No. I'm breaking the fourth wall. Sorry.
Bad. How dare you?
You would know this fellow artisan as Mateo. He's actually he's dwarven, male dwarven in nature. Top of his hair is red, but his beard is black. He's actually got a two-tone. He's known for being two-toned.
Nice.
Two-tone Mateo.
Two-tone Mateo.
Mateo.
Yeah, there you go. Two-tone Mateo, cousin Tony.
Calling him that.
And so you can take the time, do whatever you want at the guild at this point.
Okay. I'll probably like secure lodging, get my bunk situated. I'm sure they've got like places for people who are on the road for the guild.
Yeah, so for artisans, they do keep some beds available, although any spare ones that they had that weren't already claimed, you can see that refugees are starting to share those rooms.
Right.
You're able to find one. It's not super comfortable, but it's enough to, hold you over.
to support my frothy 7-floor frame.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Did you just say frothy?
frothy.
Hmm.
You heard right, sister.
All right.
Voluminous, what I'm trying to get. Find a
All
better-
right. And then, so at this point, Greg, what are you doing?
Going to the pub.
The pub?
It's been
Anywhere
long.
specific?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever been to Baldur's Gate, so I'm just gonna wander until I see a pub.
Okay. So you wander through. Kill a dog. So you wander through and you eventually find a pub. The sign kind of seems to be, broken and split at this point, but on the top it just says like Flame and B, and then the rest is just broken off. It's the first pub you've seen that's had a door tall enough for you to fit through.
Oh wow.
And as you walk through without having to hunch, the ceilings are actually raised in here. And you kind of look around, and it's a weird it's a weird situation because you're used to being, one of the biggest guys in the room. But as you walk through, everyone in this pub is probably over 6 feet. You look around, there's a couple other bugbears. You see some furbolgs in here. There's a couple Goliaths that are sitting in a corner in what looks to be kind of like a bench that's made out of stone to actually support their weight. Are you looking to order a drink?
Yes. Several drinks.
Okay. So you approach the bar. Bar height is actually bar height for you and not, 5 feet or 4 feet or whatever you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of stand there for a second, you put your arms up in the bar, and you're looking around for a drink. And as you kind of pull your coin purse out, you hear a sliding sound. And as you kind of look down, you see what looks to be almost like a miniature ladder, with almost like one of those ones in libraries where you're trying to reach the very top shelf. The ones that have like the rollers on the top. It's one of those, and it kind of slides across the bar and then stops in front of you. You just see like the two spokes at the top, and you hear like a pitter patter. And over the top, you see what looks to be a small gnomish female that climbs on top of this ladder and is essentially standing on the bar looking at you. She's still like stomach height for you at this point. And she looks at you and goes, "Hey, what do you want?"
Something with alcohol.
She goes, "How much do you want to remember tomorrow?"
Only a little.
She looks at you and goes, "It'll be, let's call it 5 copper."
Okay. I hand out
Yes.
5 copper.
So you take the coins, and they look massive in her hands, right? They're like medallions, essentially, to her. She takes them. You see her kind of like look over and just toss them over the backside, and you hear them clink into what sounds like a bucket with other metallic objects. She goes, "All right, I'll be right back." And she gets back on the ladder and climbs back down. And you see the ladder slide back the direction it came. And then you kind of lean over, and you can see another ladder on the backside, on the bar side, kind of slide back over. She essentially climbs up the ladder, gets to the top. You can see as she's climbing, she's essentially wearing almost like a rock climbing vest, and on the back of it is almost like a carabiner with a bugbear proportional sized tankard clipped to it. And she's essentially climbing up this ladder with the tankard clipped to her back. And she gets to the top, finds one of the barrels that she's looking for, swings the tankard over, fills it, and as she does, she finishes filling it. You see her grab onto one of the side of the ladders and just kick her feet out and slide all the way down it. And then you see the other ladder slide back, and she gets up top. She gets about halfway up, and you see her struggle. And then you get this probably about, a foot tall tankard kind of land in front of you on the bar. And after it drops, you kind of hear from not even up the ladder, just back down below the bar. You hear, "I'm gonna go and break. If you need anything, just holler." You're just out of breath, just huffing and puffing. Walk the other way, and then on the bar side, you see what looks to be a small door. And the door opens, and she kind of walks behind the door and shuts it behind her. And as it shuts, you see hastily scribbled on the door. It just says "break room," except it's spelled like BREEEK room.
My kind of people.
No.
I drink my drink.
Okay. All right. Switching over to Ash, Sky, and Gillian. You guys make your way back towards the northern side of the city, towards the noble district, essentially. Anything you're doing on the way there?
Hey, thanks guys so much for vouching for me and helping me get in here. I could not have done that without you.
Not a problem.
Of course, not everything's free though.
That is true.
I was going to ask, is there anything that I can do for you because of the great kindness that you showed me?
Well,
Maybe not now, but I think we can work something out.
let's call it a rain check.
Keep that in mind.
I think we're just walking home.
Sounds
Okay.
Probably quickly, because there's a lot of people. And I miss my rich bed
Okay.
for rich people.
For people. Oof. All right. As you guys start making your way through, it's like I said, it takes a while to get to the town to get to where you're going, and the same thing, is iterated before. The city streets are full, especially the slums. Getting closer to the gates to the actual noble district is a very similar situation, as you're saying, where instead of it being refugees trying to get into the city, you're actually seeing very affluential people trying to get into the noble district.
Ugh.
Yeah, getting closer, you actually see that there are many nobles that are stuck on the outside of the noble district trying to get in. And instead of the flaming fist that are guarding this gate at this time, these are actual members of the guard, or the hand as they're also referred to. So these are actual elite members of the upper echelon of Baldur's Gate. They act separately from the Flaming Fist, and they're almost like a personal guard from the nobility that essentially respond directly towards the High Lords of Baldur's Gate.
What were they called? What was the name?
For them, they are referred to as the Fist.
Oh, okay.
So, moving forward, you guys kind of hear the same thing where it's essentially the guards are telling them, like, we're not allowing anyone to the noble district. The High Lords have demanded that nobody gets inside until this is all sorted out. Yes, you can find lodging here among the city. Once this is all sorted out, we'll be able to allow people in once we're able to verify the safety of the High Council and everyone else that's already inside.
Jay just keeps getting better.
Well, who wants a drink?
Actually, I might have an idea. You know how back in the day we played pranks on the guards by trying to look like them and doing whatever we wanted until we got caught?
Always worked
Try it
out.
again. We have a prisoner.
Ooh.
Is
I
there-
also have ways to get myself into things if I need to.
What
Even better.
kind of ways?
I can change the way that I look.
Hey, us
No,
too. Oh, we're
so
really
can
gonna
I.
get along great,
Right?
shall we?
All right, I guess I will disguise self.
Oh wait, I can do that too.
We've been triplets the whole time.
Ah.
Great.
Well, I don't really have we don't have the armor though. That's the unfortunate part.
Oh, do you have to have the
The
clothes?
armor?
Your clothes don't
No,
change, I don't
you
think.
make yourself including your clothing armor.
Oh, okay, never mind.
We're good.
I want to look like one of these guards.
I'm going to look like Sky looking like one of those guards.
Okay. So essentially, it's just like you looking like one of these guards. As you kind of shift shape, there's a couple people looking around that are like, did that just happen? Like they have to do a double take, right? Like a glitch in the Matrix. And they kind of just go back to what they were doing. As you guys are discussing this and talking about your different ways, Ash, from behind you, you hear a kind of a voice, low enough for you to hear, but not loud enough for the general populace to hear, and go, I see you're being mischievous again. Are you looking to cause trouble in the Noble District, or are you just looking for a way in?
I mean, we are trouble in the Noble District, but a way in would also be nice. But I've already gone through the trouble and the effort. Would have been nice if you said something a second ago.
So as you turn around, you see a humanoid. Older male, dirty blonde hair, long dirty blonde hair, with a essentially chin strap beard and a mustache, and like piercing blue eyes. And he looks at you and he goes, I've seen you two before. You're those deluge brats, aren't you?
Brat seems like a mean word.
Mean doesn't always mean untruthful.
Didn't say it was untrue, I just said it was mean.
And he looks to you, and he looks to Sky, and he looks to Gillian, and goes, what are you doing outside the gates anyways? I thought, actually, didn't you get sent away to Elturel?
Sent away is also a strong word?
We were just there for fun.
We're just there for fun.
Yeah, that's how they made it seem, that's true. Fair enough. He looks at you and goes, you looking for a way inside? I could get you inside. You would owe me a favor, but I could get you there. But I will tell you right now, this is probably going to go on for a lot longer than the fist or the flaming hand are going to be able to manage. Yeah, sooner you get over there, the safer you're going to be.
Can I get a read on this guy? Like what his intentions are?
Sure, give me an insight check.
Can I go, and give him advantage?
I don't know if that would garner an advantage, unfortunately.
What's my insight? Plus 5. 19.
19.
Damn.
Okay. For the sake of not direct messaging it to you, it's fine. Considering the situation and where you are and looking around, you get the vibe that he approached your group because out of the nearbys, you seem to be like the most capable of handling yourself.
So he's
you also
a little bit.
You also stand out pretty hard. You're two blue twin water genasies and
Well, not
a
right
7
now.
foot.
Yeah, not right now.
beforehand, And
We're-
a 7
we're-
foot furbolg. So
We look like guards right now.
Yeah.
you don't know how long he was watching you.
Normally,
It's true.
yeah, I guess. What a creep. Are you charming him? Is that why you posted that, Jenny?
No,
Okay.
I'm using 2 different systems. Don't.
You're good. You're good. We're all figuring it out.
Well, I guess we could probably work something out.
Yeah, I think this is fine.
I just want to go home.
It's the worst that's
I
gonna
also
happen.
want to go home. I mean, worst case scenario, you take care of our favor to him.
See, it all works out in the end.
And that's really a good thing for us, I think. I love favors. Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. He looks at you and goes, all right. He goes, I saw earlier you had a few others with you. They may be interested in the deal, but make no mention of me. It's best if it doesn't stay messy. I essentially need a little help looking into something, and I bring a little too much attention for myself to go wandering around. You yourself normally would, but in the given circumstances, I think you'll be okay, kind of moving between people. You see, I had a associate that I was working with who has recently come up as dead. Now, mind you, people die in Baldur's Gate every day. I'm aware. Everyone in nobility is aware. But this individual is not necessarily one that would be circumstanced to that kind of ill-advised fate. I would essentially like you to investigate this death, see if you can find who caused it, and bring me the one who caused it. It shouldn't be hard in this town. And if you do, I'll pull some strings with the upper courts to get you back into your home safe and sound. Probably within the day or so.
See, that was the thing I was going to ask, was how long it would take.
It shouldn't be bad. I honestly think that the guards probably left the body there. He's located in the lower city. Probably, if I remember right, he's near the Bloomridge docks.
Oh, fun docks.
And remind me, why are you not doing this yourself, and why are you pulling such a big favor for us to do this for you?
Suffice to say, if I go roaming around the Bloomridge docks, there are certain unsavory characters that I don't wish to pull my attention to, and if I'm at the docks, that means that there are other places that I am not, and sometimes where you are not can be a bigger danger than where you are.
Well, it seems
boy.
like you know us. Do you have
Yeah, who are you?
I will say, if all three of you are from, go ahead and give me history checks.
He doesn't just want to tell us.
Mm-mm.
Rude. Oh, fuck. 8.
17.
There you go.
Hold on. Skills. Oh, I could have given you guys guidance.
That's okay.
They could have given
A
themselves
lot
credit.
of the same spells.
It's a second.
It's gonna work out so great.
Triplets,
Right.
triplets.
We're gonna teach you
Oh,
so
I gotta
much.
say,
So many fun
16.
tricks.
Okay. I will say that Sky, you finally recognize the face, and it takes a bit. The upper nobility tend to not make themselves seen with the lower nobility, just on a pure, subcaste system. You only recognize him because you've seen his daughter stand out among crowds. This man goes by the name of Charles Delacroix.
Fancy.
Does he smell like he thought about fruit recently?
He does not.
Okay.
But I will say that with your insight check earlier, he does give off a very kind of dangerous aura about him.
Smells like wine.
Oh, I didn't know that lime was the danger fruit.
It is. Have you ever gotten a lime squirted in your eye? It's the most danger.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, a lemon could do that.
There are also
Kinda-
danger fruits on a scale of like green to red.
I'll just kind of shrug. Well, I guess we have no other choice.
so
And he
we
goes,
know your name and we've seen you, but we're going off of a lot of credit that you can actually pull these strings. How do we know that if we find out who killed your friend, that you'll still be able to get us where we need to go?
he looks at you just coolly and just smiles and goes, "You don't. But you also don't know what I could do if you betray me."
See, that was what I was going to say to you, so I think we're on the same page.
Okay.
He reaches into his coat and unfolds what looks to be a piece of parchment, and he goes, "This is the only trace that I have so far. Feel free to use it to get your trace started. I would keep your eyes open, as you already know. The lower city is really just a piece of shit place to be."
I'll take it.
And so he
Oh.
gives it to you. And it pops up there for you. Let me know if you need it again. And as you see this, he turns around and he starts walking towards the gate. As he does, the guards immediately just part. Don't make eye contact, just move out of the way. And he walks back towards the upper city.
Well, we had nothing better to do, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Might as well.
Hmm.
Seems
All
like
right.
This
code
is
to me.
some type of secret code. Yeah. Return and raise sheep there? Who the F is raising sheep? I mean, I might, but
Seems normal. I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is 100% coherent.
This makes perfect sense.
Makes 100% sense to me.
There's no like weird thieves' cant or anything in this that I would recognize.
You're just trying to take a closer look at it.
Like a cipher that I would know.
haha.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh boy. Good at those. Yep. 2.
2. The only thing you can think about is, how much it would hurt to get this kind of ink in your eye.
I need a shower. Ugh.
But no, that's all you're able to ascertain from it at the time.
This is just rubbish, and I'll just fold it up and put it in my pocket.
Okay.
Do you think we need the others for this? I kind of think we got it on our own, just us 3.
I don't know. I really like that dog.
It was cute.
And the big guy seemed nice.
He can make himself invisible.
That's kind of cool.
How does that help us? Well, I guess you can find somebody.
There is always use for invisibility.
Let's go find everyone then, I guess. Getting real tired of walking, though.
Still as a guard.
Yeah.
I've got not much that I can help you with that.
As we're walking, as a guard, as we're walking, as someone kind of comes by, I'm gonna point out at somebody and say, "Hey!"
Give me an intimidation check.
Wow. Give it. 6.
6. So you go to say it, and instead of like, "Hey," you're like, "Hey!" And it just cracks as you're trying to mimic the voice of a guard, trying to have a more deeper voice. And instead of like scaring some of the people that are there, there's actually a couple kids that are like, what? Like, they're just a loud sound out of nowhere, and they look at you for a second, just confused, and then just go back to what they're doing, just shaking their heads.
Damn it.
Good try.
All right, never mind. I'll just shrug and kind of walk faster in the direction we're going.
Okay. Are you guys heading towards the body, or are you heading? Where are you guys heading?
We'll try
I
to
don't
get
know.
the gang back together, I guess. I just don't know where they would be.
Yeah,
Did the artificer-like person with the dog tell us what they do?
I don't
we
know.
may
I
have
wasn't paying
chance heard them.
attention.
You would have
is-
probably overheard things.
Does Brufus overshare as a person?
Not necessarily.
If there's alcohol involved, I would assume yes.
Well, he's a bugbear, and he's not generally well liked by the general populace, so he probably kept to himself. But if we were friendly, then you may have like picked it up in conversation. It's not like a secret or anything. So
Okay. I will say throughout your travels, you're able to pick up, that he was an artist of some sort, and Max being a giant metal dog is kind of a good giveaway of some kind of tinkering. I will say you guys are able to find the artisan guild, and as you do so this would pretty much pick up after you were able to, get some rest for a little bit and return back to the guild hall, Brufus, you essentially see Ash and Sky and Gillian kind of make their way in as well.
Yeah, so like I'm, kind of gathering my things, putting things together, figure out what I want to do with the rest of my life, and then walking out into the foyer wherever they may be coming snooping around. Well, look who it is. Thing 1 and thing 2, milady, and he looks at Gillian.
Aw,
How are you this evening?
I'm
Morning,
fantastic. How about
afternoon.
you?
What time is it? I don't even know. What do I owe the pleasure of you gracing the halls of this prestigious guild? It's really not.
Yeah, this place kind of looks like a drinking hall that's been ran down for a while.
So
There's in like the corner, there's like a couple barrels that are half open, and you can see like some just beat to hell weapons. There's another barrel that just looks to be like quenching oil that's just been left out. It has like a film growing on top of it.
but to
There's,
me,
there's like a cold furnace.
the greatest thing ever.
Well, you see, from what I remember, we can do a lot of good things, right?
Oh, that's very true. I'm glad that you've remembered these things.
Also, your puppers is real cute.
I
Can I
mean,
try to pet
very
him?
cute.
There's no better. You know what? Why not? Here you go, Max with 2 X's. Come here. And then
Max.
he comes over. He stands at attention. Let you let the blue man group touch you. All right? I'm sorry. The blue person group.
Thank you.
Apologize. Didn't mean to offend. But yeah, he lets you. It's
Oh,
just
we
metal.
kinda.
This is such an interesting creature.
Yeah, he's been with me since for as long as I can remember.
Gillian, this is weird to you because you're
What?
so used to having that connection
Yeah.
with nature, and this is literally just metal mimicking a dog to you, right?
Yeah.
You don't feel that kind of like spiritual connection to this like you would other woodland creatures. It's kind of like seeing completely outside of your view of the world. Like this is just, it does not compute with what you're used to.
Freaking weird.
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, what is this? Who is? I'm so confused.
He's a dog. What?
But
Metal
it's
dog.
not a.
Made out of metal.
It looks
I made it
like
myself.
a dog, but it's not a dog.
He's my good boy.
arguably better than a dog. No slobber, no hair.
Doesn't die.
Great.
It's great.
But he has no spirit.
Well, I mean, that's debatable, but who does really?
Everyone, everything.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure what my ideas on the afterlife is, but that's fine. I made this dog and he's here and he's living. So he licks my face in the morning, wakes me up, protects me.
How
when I
does
need
that feel?
It hurts. I'm
There's
not gonna
no
lie. I'm
slobber
not
or
gonna lie.
anything?
It's kind
Is
of
it
like
cold?
daggers
Does it
stabbing
hurt?
you in the face in the morning and you
That's
don't
not
know
what I expected.
what to do.
Sandpaper.
It's not
Yeah.
pleasant, but it does the job.
You seem like such a lovely person,
Oh, thank you.
and I'm sure your dog makes sense.
Like,
And a lovely person like you might be able to help out with a little job.
oh, you come to ask for my help, have you? Well, that's great. I'm on board. What is the pay?
Well, let's just say that it's
There
a favor
is
to
pay.
us,
There's the pay. What is the pay?
and it's a favor to us.
What does that mean?
You see, we're really
Anything you
important
want
in
it
this
to.
town.
Very
I belong to a
important.
guild, and there's one thing that they know about is paper. And
What
we need to
about
see
funding?
contracts.
How do you like the sound of funding?
Or sponsorship.
Hold on. I've got this great app idea. If you can fund it,
Mhm.
I'm on board.
Of course.
Awesome.
Of course
All
we can.
Where do I sign? Let's go.
You're gonna take 30% of your proceeds on everything.
It's a little
We'll
course.
talk about it on the road.
Okay, well,
We still need our other big friend.
oh,
Do you know where he might be?
Oh yeah, the lion. I think I saw him traipsing off near the what's that bar's name? Hey, Louis, what's that bar down the street? The Flaming Bastards, something other. They got the Beaker Room.
Fire and
Oh,
blood.
Louis just responded. He goes, "Oh, you mean the flaming bear?"
Oh yeah, you. Flaming Bear. That's the one. Yeah, Flaming Bear. I think that's the closest one. I think he went there to get a drink. I haven't, I've taken a little bit of a nap, so.
Your artisan guild is just Jersey at this
Wow.
point.
It's sad. Yeah.
It's just Jersey Shore. Yeah, that would be, and you would know that's like one of the only bars that caters towards larger statue people.
Yeah. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it real good. Yeah.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Like it,
what
you
the-
better like it.
Oh, the bathroom's down to the left.
You just hear as you guys are walking, just forget about it. Forget
I'm
about
walking here.
it.
God, if it's in here.
Yeah. So you guys make your way out. You're essentially towards the east way at this point. The bar that you're looking for is in Brampton, which is just southeast.
Southampton.
It's actually kind of the southeast part of the city is typically because there's a caste system. The southeast part of the city is typically where you see people of more more racially diverse, I would say, right? So it's going to be
common.
less commons, uncommons, rarities.
The
Rarities,
uncommons.
uncommons.
Oh,
I think
boy.
rarity is a more appropriate.
There you go. It makes it sound better for sure.
Yes, it's a positive term, right? Positive wording. So yeah, those are where you'll find a lot more of that. A lot more like
Ungentrified.
unique, tailored tastes as well, right? So you can see, like the bars that are built for tallers, bars that are built for smallers. You can see tailors, all the different kind of
One
stuff.
of them taller people.
I'm one of them tiny peoples.
He shops at Big and Tall. But yeah, so you eventually make your way, and as you approach, you also see that the sign is broken. And as you guys approach, the door opens, and this door is like 7.5 feet tall. You see these two just Goliaths, literally Goliaths, kind of walk out, and they're stumbling each other and kind of pushing each other, and they kind of make their way down the street. And for Ash and Sky, looking up, like these people got 3 or 4 feet on you, right? They're massive people in some cases. But yeah, you guys eventually enter the bar. As you enter, pretty quickly you're able to see Greg at the bar. At this point, there's like 4 different tankards that are in front of him, and you can see like across the bar there's like 3 or 4 different gnomes that are just fucking exhausted, just laying across the bar sweating. They've all got these like harnesses on with like the carabiners on the back, like they've just been carrying drinks.
Before we approach it, I'm
rock
going
gym.
to cast message at Greg Gerg.
Okay.
It is pronounced Greg.
Greg Gerg.
You just
Greg
can't spell it.
Gregory.
On the back end. Okay, I see.
Just gonna go.
Greg.
Psst. Greg.
My head is like on the counter. I'm assuming at this point, since I've had 4 of these massive things, I'm pretty lit.
That's fair. Roll me,
Greg, you
roll me a
could
con
drink
save.
more. You
Con.
could drink so much more.
Oh,
Hold on. How do I don't even know what I rolled.
19.
19. Nice.
19. I will
Just
say
2 more drinks and you're good.
I will say you are conscious. You're at that point in the buzz where you're like, you're buzzed, but you also know that probably in the next 20 minutes or so, if you keep going, you're gonna have a bad time. Like the harder you push the button, the harder it's gonna be.
On the one
No, you
hand,
want
I should probably stop drinking. On the other hand,
But
something
then you
tells
get
me I
a
should drink more.
message. You should drink way more. You're just getting started. The night's young.
Does message say you're aware that you're being messaged?
Yes.
So, I mean,
'Cause I know you can answer
hear it.
back,
You
but I don't
can
know
Or
if you're
answer back.
aware.
sending, you know who's sending it.
I don't think you know.
Message.
Point your finger. The target hears the message. It can reply in a whisper only you can hear. Is all it says.
So it isn't. I don't necessarily know I'm being messaged.
Not unless you really can recognize Ash's voice.
Can I recognize Ash's voice after however many days?
Give me let's say history at disadvantage.
Alrighty. So there's one thing. Hold on. There's something I need to test really quick because I have it set to roll 2 dice. I don't know if it's always going to put the higher one first. Because it's
Sure.
all. Huh?
Nope.
I said sure. Go ahead and test it.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah,
Okay. It
Oh.
doesn't.
Look like it.
Well, that's definitely a 4.
4. You think the spirit of some deity is speaking to you at this point.
I do have one of those. It's
The
my
god
my
of party.
patron.
Chadlich?
No.
Come on,
Yeah, that's
Greg.
what it's called from a warlock, right? Patron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I order 2 more.
Okay. At this point, as you order 2 more, you see the break room door open, and what walks out is essentially a male gnome at this point. But he's kind of off-putting because he essentially walks out and he's wearing like pants fit for a gnome, and then suspenders with nothing else. And he is
Yes!
just ripped. It is just gnome biceps and forearms. And he's wearing this like the carabiner harness. And you see him kind of go up, and he's literally just like pulling himself up the ladder with like one arm. And he actually can hold one of the tankards with his hand instead of like
Yeah, he's
relying on the
real-
harness.
This is a strong boy.
Yeah, he just straight up Popeyes these essentially as small as a gnome can. And he gets up there, and as he gets up to you with the drinks, he puts the drinks down. He looks up to you. And he's got like a bald head and then just this mighty white mustache with like a pointy white goatee.
Yes.
And he goes, "You're one of my top spenders tonight. I appreciate that." He goes, "You have yourself a good night." And then he looks over and grabs your 4 empty tankards and just kind of jumps off the side of the bar behind the bar. And then you just hear like a splash sound as they all hit the water.
What the fuck was that? And then I just start drinking.
I'll make it with thaumaturgy. I'll make the like angelic choir sound as he drinks from the tankard.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say with how intoxicated you are, you can't really perceive through this, so you just hear this like as you're drinking your 5th drink at this point.
It's really good.
Give me one more con save if you would.
Okay. 8.
Oh boy.
You drink. You continue to drink. You finish the tankard, and as you hear the slamming of the tankard on the bar, you also hear the slamming of your head on the bar.
Wow.
And you are essentially passed out drunk at this point.
May have gone too far.
No, I don't think that's a thing. Let's just pick him up and take him with us, and we'll figure it out when we get there.
I'll look back at
The 2 big ones.
Rufus.
Yeah.
You think you can carry him?
I mean,
He's
I
a
look at
little
my-
heavy.
I do a little pose and I like look at my arms. I'm like, yeah. I think.
If he doesn't have it, I do.
Under description,
Maybe
I
we
am
do
only
this together.
280 pounds. I'm not
Oh, okay.
super heavy.
I also have a strength of
350.
8.
I also have a strength of 8.
I only have a strength of 10.
Jesus.
I have a strength of 16.
Well, there you go.
And you have the thing that lets you lift stuff as if you were a size bigger, so this is
And
no big
also
deal.
that, yes, I forgot.
Oh yeah.
And you
you're-
can hold me at 8 feet away from you
I
because
am
super
long.
You are his new spear.
I am a furry
20
forklift.
foot reach.
I'm just a forklift that comes in. Beep, beep, beep.
Work lift.
I'm a forklift.
Oh.
Yeah. So I help. What do you want me to make a strength check or something? Or?
Before you do that, Greg, who's your patron?
Well, when I was looking up Hexblade, there's only one listed as a Hexblade patron, and it's the Raven Queen. So
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
if you want to do someone else, you can. Else you can go with the
I
Raven
just
Queen.
didn't see
I don't know who my deity
if
is.
there was anyone. I was like, well, that one actually makes
Well,
sense.
your
so I went with
deity's
it.
my deity, so
I will say, as your head hits the table,
can our deity also be J deity?
just make it Pop Tart.
I serve a cat. Account
as
for.
as your head hits the table, Greg,
Uh-huh.
you hear a second whisper come in.
Uh-huh.
And it is this time. It's the voice of the Raven Queen. You've heard it before. And it essentially says, you hear this whisper and it comes through as, although I don't agree with your methods, your dedication to me requires that you do what I seek to do, and that is keep the balance of life and death. They'll ask you to help solve this murder, and you will do so as a favor to your patron. And as that happens, you'll essentially get the effect of a lesser restoration, so you won't be
Lame.
poisoned. You'll need
Okay.
it.
I'm still just being carried though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say you start to come to. Give me one more con save, if you would.
One.
Lunch, how are you carrying me?
With my arms.
Princess
How, though,
style.
like a baby?
Yeah,
Potato sack.
No, like fireman carry.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Oh.
Look,
'Cause
I rolled two
I
18s.
I have a spear on the
Okay.
other hand. You know what I mean? Like I get you up there, and then I've got my spear. I gotta carry my other crap. You know?
Like a walking stick.
yeah.
I will say that with the 18, you essentially immediately want to hurl as you're being carried by Brufus.
Sure.
And-
in a cape.
To everyone's dismay, or maybe not, you're able to, like, it gets up to your mouth and you're able to just suck it
I start
back
tapping.
down.
I start tapping Rufus,
Yeah,
just right on the back.
yeah.
Oh no! Not today.
Oh,
I
good,
will
you're
say that
awake.
you have I will say that you have disadvantage on Constitution-based checks for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Good luck.
I look for the nearest alley, barrel, bush, anything.
Small child.
I've
As
never
you
heard-
look,
No.
the table that the Goliaths were previously at, there is essentially what is like a giant stone ashtray next to the table. It's like the size of like a bathroom sink.
Yeah.
Gers.
Okay, you go run
You know
over.
what? I'm actually just gonna run out the door.
People stick their butts in that.
Okay.
I go out
you
the
run
door,
out
I
the
don't-
door.
Oh no.
Give me a dex check.
Oh boy.
16. Okay. I will say, as you run out the door, you narrowly avoid the knife that is set at your gut level
Oh
as you
fuck.
being held by the person right outside the door. You quickly churn to the side, but doing so kind of torques you, and
Mhm.
doing so just kind of like when you squeeze a capped water bottle, right? And you just boof all across this guy, throwing him off. What's the rest of the party doing at this point?
I am
Walking
keeping my
out
distance
to leave.
with my arms like this,
Yeah.
so far away.
With your
Arms
reach.
out.
Very
With
far.
my reach.
Social
It's
distancing.
like
Very much.
Okay.
keeping them
Um,
away.
So essentially, as you walk your way outside, you see this person holding a knife, holding a dagger, just completely covered in what looks to be 5 or 6 tankards, plus whatever kind of food you guys have managed to collect to eat on the way here. And as he does so, Brufus, you see from the nearby crowd about a handful of figures start to make their way out of the crowd towards you guys.
Do I recognize them? Like, do they look like people like that are just coming towards us, or are they like flaming fists or like in armor, that type of thing? Like guards.
You
or
see,
whatever.
yeah, you see one that looks to be dressed like in leathers with a weapon on his hip. The rest seem to be cloaked in some aspect or another, but they're all similar cloaks. And
Good.
as that happens, I'm gonna need you guys all to roll initiative,
Oh,
Nice.
and we're gonna see if this works. Let me stop the music.
So here we go. Did I roll?
You got a 18.5. You have initiative or advantage on initiative?
Hold on.
Y'all ready
This
for
one like
this?
crossed out.
Almost, I don't know why it's doing that. Like every single thing that I rolled, it has the first one. I don't know if it's. I asked earlier, but nobody said anything.
Sorry.
Do you have
what
it
was the
set
first-
to advantage?
I don't think so. I don't have any options here, so I'm not sure what.
Well,
would
are
I
you
set
using the Beyond 20 thing?
Yeah.
That has at the very top, it'll have one. If you click on it in Chrome, it'll have type of roll.
So
That might be set to advantage.
maybe that's. Let's go find
Steel
I'm gonna
defense.
say-
Yeah, okay. So I guess like if it rolls the second one, that means advantage. The first one just means.
Well, I think if it's crossed out, it means it has advantage or
Mhm.
disadvantage, and then if it's just both of them, like I have mine to set just to roll 2 dice.
So when I hover over it, there's a green plus die above it. And I think I actually click that. So if I just click the actual number, that's what I just got.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why that's doing that.
Hmm.
There's something I'm not aware of.
I don't know.
Oh, you know
So-
what?
Can it count as a surprise attack that I puked on this guy?
Yes, I will roll some damage for that surprise attack.
Yes.
Got it. I
Um,
get it. I got it now. Hold on.
Bugbear puke.
Oh, there.
I got a 20.
Okay.
It was in the the extension.
Now I
Got
can
it, cool.
click on this.
And-
Although this is crappy, I'm taking that first.
What?
this is crap. I'm taking the first roll.
Ah,
Alright, I got those guys.
I
And
don't know how you want me to.
that's okay.
give me just 1 second. I'll grab them.
No.
Got
Wait,
those
how many
guys.
guys are there? 2, 3,
5.
5. Okay.
Alright.
I'm
And
gonna try a setup that I haven't already like that.
This music sounds oddly familiar.
Hmm.
so I'm working on the initiative on my side here. Figure out how this works.
Am I? I
Are you?
can't roll initiative.
If you like right click your character, there's those 4 boxes that come up. You want to toggle combat state to on
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier.
then you
I wasn't
go-
sure what that was.
to the
home button.
combat tracker, the little fist icon on the right, and there should be your name and die.
Hey, I still got a 20.
Jesus. Alright.
So
And then does Max act on your turn?
I'm trying to read up on that because I think that he has his own movement and his own action, but I have to use a bonus action to tell him what to do.
Okay.
So I think that's how I'm reading it. So if I'm
I think that's hold on, let me roll these guys.
I'm gonna go back, grab the beverage while you're getting this set up.
Yep. It's the first ticket combat here. How do I okay, modify. There we go. That's what I need to do. So you got a 20. What did Loopy get? Don't remember. No? Okay. Gillian, what was yours? Let me see.
One's a 20.
Gillian's a 20 as well.
no, 12.
12?
Oh,
Okay.
I see a 20 right there. This says Gillen Initiative 20.
Oh, I'm a 20.
wait, so where
Okay.
are you seeing this initiative at, outside of the?
Higher up in chat because I
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
filled it with
scrolling up.
people. So 20. I'll get this more. And there's a bunch of modules and stuff that you can add to Foundry to like streamline stuff. So I'm still playing around with some. Greg,
Sky
what was
got
yours?
a 20 and Ash also got a 20.
Jesus.
And I got a
Where's mine?
13. Yeah, I got a
There we
13.
go. I got 11.15. So we went with.
13.
I had an 18.15, but that was with advantage, so I didn't want to like cheat that.
No worries. Who am I missing here? I'm missing Rufus. Rufus here. Yours was a what? What was the whole number? 13. 15?
Mine?
Yes.
Oh, 11.15.
Hold on. Okay.
You had 3 people. Yeah, so a 15, a 20, another 20.
Ash, Gillian, Sky all got 20s. They
Ash got a
fif-
15.
Yeah, I
missed
got a
it.
15.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop.
If you want to give me a 20 for twin powers, though, I'll take it.
No, I'm giving you 15 for whatever you did earlier. Oh,
Okay.
paperwork thing. Yeah. Okay. I will say that that attack went off first. So I'm actually going to.
Which attack went first?
I'm gonna say the throwing up on the guy.
Oh, was the first attack?
Woohoo!
Okay.
Roll a d4 for me if you would, Greg.
Sick.
Projectile vomiting.
I wonder if the same basic dice command works. Yes, 1 puke damage.
Nice.
1 psychic damage.
Oh, just,
Yes. All right. So that is the top of the round. Essentially, the one that was armored is going to see this attack and move up to Greg. Yep. And he's gonna swing at Greg, and you'll see the weapon in his side was a great axe.
oh,
Nice.
Nope.
16
Oh, wait, no.
misses.
oh, I saw the 11. No, that hits.
That hits. Okay. So then I should be able to do this. And then
That's a
do.
lot of damage.
Boop. There we go. Super quick. All right. That is his turn. Gillian, you're up.
You're muted.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
I was so excited. I'm wild shaping into a brown bear.
Brown bear?
Hmm.
All right. Form of
Yay!
brown bear.
Oh god.
Big.
So cool.
We'll move you a token. There you go. I'll put you right there. Okay, cool.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh man, I can't see anything. Okay. Oh, there's a kitty. This is dumb. How do I move the screen? Oh.
Right click.
Right-click drag.
Right click padding.
Pretty sweet.
It's very nice.
There we go. Okay. Got it. Sorry, I'm using a trackpad.
You're fine.
Alright. Who's this guy? And all of these squares are 5 feet?
Yeah, I do base 5 for everything unless stated otherwise, including diagonals and all that.
Fuck Pythagorean theorem.
Never did me any good.
Please, excuse me.
You heard me.
It's
Yeah.
my...
This map doesn't have it just because I'm using a gridded video. But in other maps that are gridded, it does have the feature where you can like click on a square and drag and see exactly how much movement it would take to get there.
I didn't even realize the birds and stuff are.
There's a cat on a rooftop
Right.
over there somewhere.
I saw the cat moving. It's
I thought
so
it was
cool.
hallucinating.
Alright, I'm gonna go to this guy.
Okay. You should be able to move the bear over.
Okay.
All right.
And then I'm gonna do my 2 attacks on him.
Sir, go for it.
Okay. Okay, how do I do that? Alex, how do I do it in this thing?
So
Do what?
double click on the bear to
Okay.
pull up the bear's character sheet.
Yep.
Go to inventory for him.
Okay.
Then under weapons, you have the bite and the claw. So if you hover
Got it.
over the little icon, should roll it automatically. So that was the
So an
bite.
11.
So it rolls twice. So the first one's the to hit, the second one's the damage.
Oh shit.
Okay, so the first one's 16 to hit, which will hit. So he takes that damage, and the second one was a crit, but because of the rules that we're doing, 4d6 would be 12, 24 plus 4, so 28 points of damage.
God
I think he's
damn.
dead.
Okay.
And
Good
I'll
job.
I'll edit the rules to make it auto do that in the future.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so his ass is grass.
He just got eaten by a
With a
bear.
lawnmower.
You just got lawn mowed.
We just
Yes.
got lawn mowed.
Where's he? Is that this guy? Yeah, this guy. So dead. All right, cool. So that was movement and attack. Any other, I guess, moving you want to do this turn?
Let's see. I don't think I have anything. No, I can't do any special bonus action.
Not as bear.
Not as a bear.
Mirror. Duh.
Well, because there's a bonus action to shapeshift, right?
Yeah, it was a bonus action to go
So
into a
you're
bear.
good.
That makes sense. So you're good.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. Next is Sky.
A guy that Greg
Puked on?
I guess I'll cast Toll the Dead on him.
Damn.
Ring out a little bell. So I need a
Ding
wisdom
ding.
save.
Bong.
Wisdom saving throw. That is.
God, that makes it
Makes it. Okay, so nothing.
nothing.
All right. Any bonus action or anything?
That's all I got.
Okay. That dude's dead. Time for this guy. It's actually the one he threw up on, right? No. Oh, it's this one down here. All right. Let's see. Well, there's a bear mauling people. Got 2 on Greg. This one is going to swing around.
Oh, what the fuck?
Because it's already 2v1 here. So he is going to take an attack at Ash. That's a 12 to hit.
Misses.
I think he only has. Let me double check the shows on here because I think he only has 1 attack. Oh, just do this. This makes sense. Okay, that is his turn.
Yay.
Basic. All right, next is this guy. We got Greg there. This guy is gonna move up on. Screw it. He's gonna move up on Bear. And he's gonna cast Inflict Wounds on Bear.
Oh God.
Oh, jeez.
So that is gonna be.
There we go.
That is a 19 to hit Bear, which I believe hits,
Yes.
and then 15 points of damage. Which
Oh shit.
There you go. That's his turn.
Still a bear.
Still Bear. The druid is your tank.
Does it automatically deduct?
I did it.
Okay,
It's
cool.
quick for me to do it. And for the most part, unless you guys want me to, I can do it really quick. Unless you guys don't want me to. So that's Cole. The next is Ash. You're up.
Okay. I'm just gonna sneak around this side.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna hold my action until I get sneak attack on this fucker.
You would get sneak attack right now.
I
because
would.
Rufus has 10 foot.
Okay, cool. Here I go.
Hmm.
But it's not flanking, right?
Oh, it
It
is
is
flanking
flanking.
because I'm within
Okay,
range.
It's also within melee range.
Okay. So that was a 19 plus whatever.
That's gonna hit.
With my rapier.
Okay.
10, 14 point. Oh, wait. That's not even with the plus. Yes. Rogues. I miss rogues. 16 points of damage.
All right. You essentially, as he comes at you, you essentially spin around him. And when he goes to strike you, you essentially push the hand away and just plant your rapier right at the base of his neck. And he is going to be dead. Muerte.
Awesome.
Anything else on your turn?
Die.
He chose to die.
I'll use my bonus action to hide back here
Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
for a. I think that's just a
6.
Oh no, I did take proficiency. 15.
15. Okay. All right. It is storming really bad outside.
Yeah, I heard
Ooh.
thunder out here.
Oh,
Is that what that was?
Yeah, there's lightning storms before we
I
started.
thought I heard thunder, and I'm like, wait, is it?
Dry
This
as
is
hell
really good.
outside.
Really good.
Good couple weeks. Greg, you're up.
I am going to cast Hexblade's Curse on the homeboy in front of me, right
Yeah, you
there.
That guy.
That guy.
All right. I will figure out how to do that thing.
So I get +2 to damage rolls. I score a crit on a 19, and I regain 5 HP if he dies.
Yep.
And then I'm going to cast
Zoom in. There we go.
Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
And that's it.
Next is Brufus.
All right. So. Uh-oh. This is my connection. My internet connection is unstable.
Uh-oh.
Yuck.
You're coming through just fine.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. All right. Well, let's go. All right. So. I can't squeeze through any of this, right? Like any.
I would say you can squeeze between those two.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then, if that's the case, can I squeeze around this area?
See, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Bye,
I would
Gerg.
s- I would say 20 to get there.
Okay. I think I've got 30
That's
feet.
fr-
So
25, 30 could get you there.
30, and then it's 15 from there to that guy. Okay, cool.
Fucking reach.
Next level polar master.
Freaking reach. Here we go. And I look down. I kind of get into like a stance. I'm like, all right, Maxie, just like we practiced, all right. And then it's like,
You
"Ooh,
have
32."
you could hit him from where you are.
wait.
Just putting that
how?
out there.
'Cause he's
You're
in front of
15
me,
feet
right?
away from that
Right.
dude in front
So
of.
I can just
Yeah.
reach over him and just tag him.
Yeah.
Essentially,
God.
you've got a spear. You're essentially just like phalanx stabbing over
Okay.
Greg's shoulder.
You're making a great shield. Here we go. Yeah, we're just gonna do that then. I thought I would need to get away from him to do that, so no problem. Now that I know that, Spiro, the hero.
Yeah, if it was ranged, I would give him partial cover, but because you're still melee, you could just go over the shoulder.
Well, ice speed. Wait, what is this? One hand. It was one hand.
Oh. Interesting.
Unless I say
Alright,
otherwise, it's gonna be
interesting.
one handed because I'm having a shield.
So it was 12 to hit, and then that was damage. Okay.
So
That just hits.
right. So then
So you said you're doing one-handed damage?
yeah, and then
Okay.
I will take a step over. Take a step over so anybody who wants to go through can. And I tell Max because now it's his turn. Yeah, so I read up on it. It's
Okay.
he gets his own. He takes his turn right after me.
Okay.
He gets his own movement, which is 40 feet, and his own action, but he can only take dodge unless I tell him to take something else with my bonus action.
Okay.
So that's how it works. And I've got limited things that.
Is it he continues that action until you give something else, or you have to
Yes.
give him that action every turn?
The way I read it was like every turn I've got to use my bonus action to tell him what to do. Otherwise, he only dodges.
Okay.
He can. But it's also important to note that on that attack that I just made on the guy, it was my first attack of the combat. I get.
Oof.
What is it?
Hi, Timo.
It's a big thunder.
Reaction, other. Oh, surprise attack. I'm sorry. So on the first, if you surprise a creature and hit it with once per combat, if you surprise a creature and hit it with an attack on the first turn of combat, the attack deals 2d. Oh, so I guess I had to surprise it, right? So I had to be behind him or something.
Yeah, I would say it wouldn't have been surprised because he knew you were there.
It only happens on the first.
Wait,
attack in combat,
wait.
So,
You said that my first thing counted as a surprise attack, right?
but yours was the kind of like initiation of the combat.
Yeah, yours took effect, and then we went into initiative, but it wasn't like a whole surprise
Yeah.
round.
That's fine.
'Cause
But
then
it
we
was
go
a
in this
surprise attack. So do I get bonus puke damage?
I think the bonus was the puke damage. Psychic damage from getting puked on.
So then back to Max. I'm going to have him move up next to.
Okay.
And he is going to. I give him I use my bonus action to tell him to. I don't know if I tell him to do this. It doesn't. It's not very clear, but he has a reaction. It's deflect attack. The defender imposes disadvantage on the attack roll of one creature if it can see it within 5 feet of it, provided the attack roll is against the creature other than the defender. So if he's not attacking my dog,
So it works like a paladin's
Shield.
shield,
Okay.
where you can. So like if someone was to attack Greg, your steel defender as a reaction could cause disadvantage on the attack.
right, which is what I wanted to do.
But you can still take. He can still take an action by using a bonus action. So you can bonus action tell him to attack,
Okay.
and then if someone attacks Greg, you can still use his reaction to
Oh,
make
okay.
the
Okay, so I don't-
disadvantage.
okay, got it. All right. Well then, yeah. Then I would tell him to attack for sure. Which force empowered wind is his attack?
Okay.
Oh boy.
That. Oh.
Oh
Mm.
no.
I'll go.
No, you won't
No,
do that.
He's,
He's nervous.
he's nervous. It's his first time.
Yeah, he's
We've all been there.
he's still MVP. He's got a couple kinks to work out, so he goes to bite. He goes to bite, and when he bites, his bite actually kind of slips off the fabric that's been soaked in bugbear puke at this point.
Alright.
So he just gets like, he doesn't make it. He doesn't hit any flesh, but you can just hear the like wet splattering.
Oh, you're gonna need a
Oh.
patch. You're gonna need a patch. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Good thing I coated you with Rust-Oleum.
Yeah. So just Krylon primer,
Gross.
guys.
Gross.
All right. That is his turn, I'm assuming.
Yep, that's it. It took me.
So it's Brufus and Max. Next is it's Puke Boy. Okay. In retaliation, God, I hate doing this. He's gonna take a swipe back at Max in defense.
Oh no.
So that is
Well, I think
Okay.
he missed.
that's a nat 1.
A little bit.
He couldn't even get himself to do it.
Yeah,
But it's a puppy.
I'm gonna say after seeing, because
He's
artificers are pretty rare.
traumatized
I'm gonna
with-
say after seeing a giant metal hound chase after him, he's gonna essentially just swipe, just and he's gonna try and churn. He is gonna try and book it. So
Opportunity attack.
I will say, Greg,
Oh, yes.
you would get the op attack when he gets to here. Max
Man,
gets
I
the
love
opportunity attack first, because it's when he leaves your range.
So,
Okay, I don't have a weapon out right now.
You're just gonna punch him.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna punch him.
Okay, so
You said Max gets to attack him again?
Yeah.
you can use Max's reaction to take the op attack instead of the. It'll just mean that you can't do the defense later this
Okay.
turn.
1 damage.
Nice. There it is. Go
We know
bubbers.
that.
Is that
You
enough?
do go bubbers.
Look at what
Okay.
you did.
Yeah. Well, that's
What you go
that's
bubbers.
exactly what Max needed.
Yes.
So essentially, we'll say it this way. We'll say that he starts running. As Max goes to bite him, he tries to dodge, and Greg kind of just shoves him off kilter. Max reaches out and just grabs onto the thigh, and as this guy's trying to run in, he kicks off with one leg. Max pulls with the other. You guys hear a loud pop.
yeah,
and-
good hit.
The cultist is laying on the ground, and Max has a new chew toy in his paw,
Nice.
or in his maw. So he's dead, and
Damn.
also
And I heal 5.
missing a leg.
Oh, we can't
You
let the
heal
league find out
5.
about that.
And I heal 5.
Is it a murder if it's an automaton?
No, I don't think so.
I think it's the first law of robotics, isn't it?
Yeah, but you just follow the orders, input, output.
We're in
spam,
robot rules now, bish.
All right. Next round, it is the berserkers round. Our berserker first.
Hi there, dog.
He is going to step towards the bear. And he is going to swipe at bear. Let's see here. I think he is also going to do. Do you only get one? He only gets one. He is going to take a reckless great axe swing at bear. So that is going to be. I'm going to do this twice. I just rolled it once, anyways.
Wait.
Attack.
I think that is my armor class, so I don't know what that means.
And we hit.
Yeah, hold on.
Meets or exceeds.
I'm gonna figure out how to do this. So I need to figure out how to do the advantage on it with the way it rolls. So it's not a crit, but it does hit. So take the first damage. So 11 points of damage to
Ouchies.
bear. So boop. Bear's looking pretty beat up. All right. So that is his turn. I'll figure that out later. Gillian, you are up.
Oh, good. I want to. So I've got 2 attacks, but can I do 1 to each?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, I'm gonna open this up. Oh. Alright, let's do it. So we'll do bite to the robe guy.
Okay.
So it's a 20 with 9 points of damage.
That'll hit. So he takes 9.
And then to the other dude, that's a 12 with 12 points of damage.
12 is gonna miss, unfortunately.
Ah, okay.
You have advantage though, right? Because it was reckless.
I'm also within melee.
Oh, it was reckless. So roll again on the dwarf, berserker.
Okay.
Good catch.
Bugbears.
Yeah.
13 with 10 points
Ooh.
of damage.
13 will do it, and we'll give you the original damage because it's higher, and that's what you would have had initially, anyways.
Cool.
There you go. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Nah, I'm gonna hang out here.
All right,
Is it-
Sky.
Oh wait, quick question.
Yes.
Once my bear loses all of its health, I still am myself with full health, right?
Correct. Yeah, you go back to wherever you were before.
Cool.
You're just buckets of hit points.
Does a spell attack give advantage on reckless? Or is it just
I think it says
weapon?
all
All attacks
attack rolls
on that.
have advantage.
But attack rolls against it have advantage until the start of the next turn. So yeah, spell attack
I'm
rolls have advantage.
gonna throw the first level guiding bolt at it.
Yay.
Do it.
9 plus. We have plus 5, so 14.
Ooh.
14 will hit.
So 46. So, ooh, that's good. 12, 15, 16 points of radiant damage.
16
Nice.
radiant. Oh man, there you go.
Quick maths.
Okay.
And someone has advantage on their next hit against him, even though he already is.
It's
Yeah,
me.
he's got like 3 different kinds of advantage: from flanking, from reckless, from guiding bolt.
He's in a bad spot.
He's having a bad time. Actually, next is the cult fanatic. So he's not liking this bear because this bear is chewing people up. So we're going to. What do we got in the old book?
Thaumaturgy.
But you said
At least.
thaumaturgy for a
Yes.
second.
Thaumaturgy?
Mamaturgy, my favorite spell.
Mamaturgy.
You can heat up a bottle of milk.
That's super.
Fair.
Just kidding. That's prestidigitation, folks.
What?
He's gonna cast another inflict wounds. This time it's second
God.
level, which I think misses. It does miss with a 10.
Oh, it
Nice.
does. Yeah, I'm 11.
He's gonna try and get away. So Bear, you can take an attack at him,
Yeah.
Kill him.
attack.
How do I do it?
Smash him.
Hit him.
just like you would a
Just like
regular
you
attack.
attacked before.
Regular.
Okay, so like a bite or a claws.
Yep, whatever you
Yeah.
want.
Bite.
10 will miss. He's gonna move. So he is gonna haul ass.
Coward.
Wait, he went all the way down there?
It's 30 feet, yeah. 30 if you go diagonal.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Oh,
Ash, you're
shit.
up.
That changes things. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to dash and get up around him.
Cunning action, okay.
And I'm just gonna shank this bitch.
Yeah.
Kill, stab him in an alley. Okay, I see it.
That's a. Oh man. 14. No. 16.
16 will hit. Give me some damage.
I was hidden before,
You wouldn't be hidden sprinting at him.
but I was hidden before.
So if you had taken a ranged shot first instead of running at him, you would have stayed hidden.
Lame.
Fair point.
7.
Pitter patter of your not so little feet.
Give me my sneak attack.
Slappity,
Oh man,
slappity, slappity.
your other DM agreed with me. All right, that's gonna be your run. Next we've got spin the tabs, Greg.
Okay. I'm going to free action take out my halberd,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna shoot an eldritch blast at this dude over down yonder, the cultist.
Okay. You would have advantage, flanking technically from Ash being behind him.
That works for eldritch blast.
That was melee damage only.
Yeah.
For the flanking, because it's a ranged spell attack. So the idea of flanking is that
Alright.
he's distracting him.
Oh, okay. That's a crit.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
It's 20 damage.
He did.
Well, what's the? Is that max damage for a Eldritch Blast?
No, eldritch blast is D10, so it'd be 20 total.
Yeah,
Since it's a
there's no
crit.
modifier on it. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. That's he's not dead, but that hurt.
I'm just helping you out here, Loopy. I'm just putting you in a position to get
I
the
would've got
finishing move. And then I'm not gonna do anything else.
All right. Rufus.
All right. So I see Ash take it off over here.
Is my mic picking up the like end of days happening outside?
No.
Nope.
That's how I was like not that long ago. It's great.
Yep.
Very scary.
Alex, look up.
Oops.
It's raining for sure.
I don't hear it yet. But I'm a little further west. And so I get here, and then I'm within range, and I go ahead and attack this guy.
With advantage. With triple advantage.
It's just regular
This is really
advantage.
I
but
get
yes.
advantage because it's raining.
So then,
You're starting to sound like my wife.
so
Would
I get
I
advantage,
get
it's homebrew.
advantage because it's raining?
I gotta go
Because
back.
water
Yeah,
genasi?
Yeah.
My water powers.
It's
Oh,
just people don't notice that you're wet for no reason.
We'll
Yeah.
story element that later. Sorry, Rufus. Go ahead.
it's okay. I spear this mother.
Okay. Spear him.
Oh.
Spear him good.
Do not
Spirit of-
spear mothers.
Well,
Uh,
not normally, not under normal circumstances. With
And
advantage.
that's with advantage, so
See, it's
21,
one-handed.
and it's one-handed, right?
Yep, one-handed.
Cool. So 9 points of damage on him.
And then I tell Max to truck down that other guy.
The one with Loopy. Okay.
Yeah.
Bark, 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 bark.
And so he moves down.
Bork,
He
bork,
gets advantage from the
bork,
flank.
bork, bork, bork.
Metal, 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 metal. And then,
Clonk, 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 clink, clonk.
he's gonna get his chomp on. Gotta keep going back and forth with hands. I need to figure out a better way to do that.
With advantage.
Oh, damn it. I turned it off.
Just roll it
Just
twice
roll
and you
it.
can take a damage. of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
I think that goes.
They both would have hit, and let's see. He is living on a prayer.
He's gonna
Whoa.
tank.
Ankle, you know? But that's his turn. Well, that's happening.
Okay.
I need to, I need to
Top of the round is the
Bye.
Berserker. And we'll probably take a break after this combat too.
Oh, good. More alcohol.
I mean, I was gonna say goodnight to my kids, but more alcohol is a good option too.
Oh, yikes. This is gonna be on YouTube.
I think he's gonna try it. Oh, he already has it. It's fine. Seeing that this is starting to turn fruitless, he's gonna step away from Bear, so Bear gets a swipe.
The bear.
Boss.
What the
What?
What?
the hell is that? What?
Huh?
What is this?
Is that your thing?
Question mark?
Attack
I
roll is
think that's for
25.
the DM to know. Because mystery.
Oh yeah, but I'm pretty sure I hit him with.
Yeah, you hit him. So
Yeah.
that's
For sure.
Okay.
10 points of damage.
Okay, so for him, just click and burp. He is going to recklessly strike at Grog.
Bring it, nerd.
I think I can do shift click on this to ult advantage.
That does not hit.
Does not work.
Well, I guess
Well, it's supposed to have advantage. That also does not hit.
Okay, so those both miss him. Well, that attack rolls a 15. Is he
I
an
have
AC
an 18.
15?
I have an 18 right now from Mage
Okay.
Armor.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, that's his turn. He's about to get dumpstered. Bear time.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Eat
Fuck.
him.
I
This
should probably have popped
guy.
you out a bear instead, but well, you could have just turned form into a bear again.
Okay,
Eat him.
he's dead.
Chomp.
He's fucking dead.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
I got
he-
a crit.
Yeah, he is.
Well, he will
Goodbye.
also rage, so
Berserker.
probably been half damage this whole time.
Bear Zerker.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's dead. I gotta figure out how it's doing that because it's auto targeting him for you, so it auto.
I think I clicked on him.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Full learning.
Mage Armor.
Cool. So he's dead.
I killed him.
Jesus. Sorry.
Eat him.
All right. That is Bear's turn. You still have movement and one more attack, I believe, because your first one killed him.
Oh,
And you took
And
5
I've
feet to
got-
get there.
40 movement.
You could legit get down here. I
Okay,
think it's
cool.
like 40.
I could get there.
Yeah, because it's if you do go diagonals, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah.
God.
Berserker.
Just re-roll that second attack on him.
Getting murdered.
All right. Pause.
15. Yeah.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he is dead.
My dog's like,
crap.
I killed the bear. I killed the bear. Killed the cult leader. All right. Damn, bear. I have to change up some combats. I ran that as strong. So
You didn't count for
essentially,
the bear.
as you guys
Nobody
pick up
accepts
Greg,
the Berserker.
yes. As you guys essentially exit the bar with Greg, making your way towards the murder scene, you were attacked by cultists.
New
which
murder
you
scene
handily-
now.
Yeah, which you handily dealt with.
I would like to
loot the bodies.
loot the body of the guy I puked on.
I do not. I want to loot all the bodies except that guy.
I'm looting the body right in front of me and
As
trying.
a-
No, I'll just do that one.
So as combat finishes, let me have Gillian, Greg, and Sky give me perception checks.
Bearception check incoming.
Yeah.
I think I get advantage on perception when I'm a bear.
Perception. I think it's only with smell.
7.
Advantage though.
I don't have advantage.
Natural 20 for 23.
Nice.
I was
Okay, so
shit.
Sky, as you
Maximum
guys
perception damage.
as you guys finish off these remaining cultists, on one of the nearby rooftops, something catches your eye, and you see a humanoid figure kind of drop down off one of the rooftops, and kind of drop in the crowd below and start making its way off away from you guys.
Downtown.
Walk the streets.
Is he walking fast?
And I walk up to Ash and kind of whisper while they are looting the body. I think we have someone that was watching, and I point them out in that direction.
At this point, he's picking up pace and moving away from you guys.
Well, I guess I'll tell them that and then just run that way. I'm gonna
Oh,
go
shit.
after them.
How far is he?
I would say from this distance, he is probably going to be about 40. If Ash is down there, he's probably going to be about 40 feet away from Ash. So
Perfect.
what's that, like
How
60 feet away from the party and kind of moving between buildings. So there's not a direct line of sight for all of you.
how long was the battle?
Literally like 18
12 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
12.
that all takes place in 2 minutes.
Each round is 6 seconds essentially.
Okay, cool. So I can still stay a bear if I want to.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna stay a bear, and I'm gonna chase after this motherfucker.
Oh boy.
I do send Max on the
The
way.
bear can outrun me, so
Max has got
So-
40 feet.
So
Running.
Sky, Max, Berlin, and workshop it. Anyone else?
I mean,
I'm looting.
am I told that this is happening? Or I just see them running off.
Sky, it's up to you, I guess, depending if you're telling everyone or if you're just telling Ash.
I kind of say it quickly, you know, like I say it like just out loud real quick and then run after them.
So I would say that everyone else, because no one is like saying it out loud, wouldn't see him at this point. So I would say probably Berlin, Sky, and therefore Ash would see him at this point.
So that, well, since Doodle's behind me, I did not see them run off or hear. So I'm just gonna keep looting Puke Guy.
Okay. All right. So that person is going to take off, and we're essentially going into a chase. Nope. Not bad. All right. We'll say we were just taking our turns at the same time. So, Sky, what are you doing? You just gonna chase after him, or what are you looking to do?
So about how far away are they from me?
Here.
I would say at this point, you had to stop and tell Ash.
Mhm.
I would say he's probably about 90 feet away.
90?
Yeah.
To try to slow them down, I'm gonna chuck another guiding bolt at them.
Okay.
Could I potentially target like their legs or something to try to trip them?
You can. I'll just increase the AC on it.
Okay.
By 100.
So I'm gonna throw a guiding bolt at them.
Okay.
Jacket.
Shit, that's bad.
Uh-oh.
8 plus... Yeah, it's only a 13.
Okay. You see the bolt come down into the crowd. You
Uh-oh.
hear a scream.
Uh-oh.
He wasn't female. You don't know what else happens.
Classic trickster cleric.
Just nuking people from the sky. All right. Are you moving at all? Are you doing anything else?
I will chase after them with my 30 feet of movement
Okay, so we're gonna put him in.
and try to. I'll whistle a little bit when I accidentally hit someone with my guiding bolt.
All right, Ash, what are we doing?
I'm fucking looting this body.
Okay, you're looting. Gillian, what are we doing?
I'm chasing after him.
Bearing it.
Yeah, as a bear,
Okay.
because I've got
So
You've got
much
40,
time.
more
and you can
movement.
spend your action to dash, which would be another 40.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so that's 80 altogether.
Here.
So I'm like right there.
Okay. Yeah, so as you're going, you start seeing it through the crowd. The crowd itself is getting mauled down by a bear right now. Woof. I'm gonna say. Let me see how the syntax rolls. It does roll that way. Sweet. Okay, yeah, you're good. We'll make those. Okay. All right. So it's just Gillian and Sky at this point, if I remember right. Oh, and a Max, right? You sent Max
Yeah,
up
I
there?
sent Max. I tell Max when I look at him, I point the direction that Ash is going, and I say, "Stay with them and defend them."
And the cultists?
So that he, wait, what? Yeah,
Or defend the
them.
party?
Defend Ash.
Okay.
And then I see Bear. go,
Sky?
I'm sorry,
And
Sky.
he's
No,
twins.
he
I'm
can
Sky.
protect me.
He's got 40 feet, correct?
Yeah, he's got 40 feet of movement. So. tell him
Okay.
to Go with him.
So he catches up. So now there's a bear and a giant metal dog running down, running down the alley. All right, swinging him back around. We're gonna see. So you guys get within about 10 feet of him. As you do, you see a. It's Son of a bitch. As you do, he's running in a nearby stable. One of the stalls bursts open. A horse starts to like buck out of it. He's gonna try and calm the horse down. God, I don't know.
Kyle? Is it Kyle?
Is it Kyle coming to
Is
save
Kyle
the day?
back? Did he finally do it? My boy.
Son of a bitch.
Did he do it?
He turns to calm the horse down, and as he turns to calm the horse down, this horse rears up and essentially just boom, boom, 2 in the chest.
Kyle!
You see him go across the alleyway into the wall on the opposite side.
My boy Kyle! He
and-
came through in a different campaign in another time.
And falls prone and takes damage. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right, and he is prone. Next is Sky. What you doing?
30 feet, still far away from him, I'm assuming.
Since I'm gonna say that's the beginning of his movement. Complications. I will say if you're as you are right now, he's probably still 90 feet ahead of you because he moved about 30 feet and then the horse happened.
Okay, so I'm still 90 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will. Let's just say I'll dash. So
Okay.
I'll get to between
60?
60 feet of them.
Okay. Well, he was 90 feet away from your starting point, so dashing would put you within 30.
Within 30? Okay, well, I don't have a bonus action that would really help, so I'm 30 feet away from them.
Okay. Ash, you are 30 feet away at this point, and you see him just get thump thump and knocked prone.
What are you? I am looting this body.
Oh, it's fine. Why do I have you written in here? Sorry. Gillian, that's what I'm thinking.
Twins.
Yep.
Yeah, getting confused by the twinnage.
Yep.
That's how it works.
Perfect.
So Gillian, you are
Mission accomplished.
80. Yeah, you're about 40 feet away from him at this point.
Okay, so
As a
I'm
bear.
gonna use my action to get up to him, and then I'm gonna change back into a person so I don't eat his head off because I want to find out what's going on.
Okay. So movement to get up to him.
Yep.
And then dismiss. I don't know. Is it a bonus action to switch back?
Bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have your action. So what are you looking to do? Are you trying to like interrogate him, hold him down? Are you just asking who he
Hold
is?
him down and interrogate him. Who are you, and why are you and your friends attacking us?
Okay. Give me a strength
Max
check
rips his throat out.
as Gillian.
Okay, hold
You
on. Let me go
back.
back. Where am I? Okay, there I am. So a strength check?
Yeah, just a strength. You could do athletics if it's higher. And he's got the same.
I think athletics is higher. And just normal?
Yeah, just normal. Okay. As you go to hold him down, he rolls out of your grasp. And essentially, you ask, what are you doing? Why are you chasing us? He's gonna roll out of your grasp. So he's still next to you. He's just not being held down yet. Still prone. But he doesn't answer. All right, and Max is next.
I'll go.
Yuki.
So Max is just running up to
No,
him and
so
Max is
defending.
defense only. He's not attacking
Pitting
anything.
a
He's kind of there to keep them safe instead of. So he's there to take damage and jump in front of people. Be safe.
So Max runs up and hops in front of Gillian after he rolls out, and is essentially acting like dog guard. Guard
Guard.
dog. Dog guard
Guard dog.
Boy.
Good God.
between the two. All right, top. It is his go. So he was prone. He's gonna spend half his movement to get up. He's gonna try and move away. Do either of you want to take an opportunity attack?
Mhm.
Max or Gillet? Okay.
Max.
So
will
you can
take-
you can attack him to do not for Max, but for Gillian. You can attack him to do damage, or you can attack him, and instead of rolling to attack, you can attempt to grapple him again.
I want to do that.
Okay.
So is that another?
It'll be another athletics check, yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna try and get out of it if he can.
Oh no!
Oof.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah, he rolled a 20.
Oh, boy.
I'll switch it to public next time. I'll reveal that roll. There we go. Oh, that's a cool feature. If I roll private, I can switch it to public. Yeah, so he's gonna dip out, spend 15 feet. He's gonna essentially spend 15 feet to get away, and then dash another 30, so 45 feet away.
5 plus 30.
So he should be
Son of a bitch.
75 feet away from Sky, I think. Did I not right?
Damn it!
She was 30.
Max. Max will look at you. Like,
Go get him, boy.
dash after him. 80 feet. Boom.
Oh, does he?
You can.
Yeah, he can dash. He can keep pace.
Yeah.
So that was the cultist move. Sky, what are you doing?
30 feet, so I'm 35 feet away from them.
Okay.
No, 45 feet away from this fucking
Yeah.
asshole.
See, this would have been way easier if I let you loot the body and I had gone. We did not think about
Probably. I'm gonna use my action to call out to them. Come on, we just want to talk to you. We're not trying to hurt you or anything. We just want to find out what happened.
You casting something? Or you just trying to be convincing?
I can't cast anything. They're out of range.
Roll me
Just trying to be convincing.
this. I believe.
persuasion at disadvantage, probably.
Oh no.
Persuasion. Well, at least I'm proficient at persuasion.
I mean, the guy got chased by a bear to start this, so.
True. That's 9.
Oh
9?
boy.
You know what? We'll roll his insight just to.
Hey! Hey!
Hey yo!
What's up?
I'm gonna say he doesn't dash next round. As your victory from that.
All right, so I get 35 feet within them, 45 feet before them, and then that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh man, I could have been catch some guidance.
All right.
Hold them
Gillian.
down.
You're up. So he's 45 feet ahead of you right now.
Do you say mow him down?
Can I be done looting my body yet?
So he's 45 feet in front of me.
Yes, because he once he got up from you, he used half movement, which is 15, and then he dashed, which is another 30.
Okay, so I can catch up to him.
Okay.
Speed's 30.
Max
so,
will keep pace with you.
yeah, I can run and try to grab him again. But if this doesn't work, I'm gonna just try to kill him.
No.
I would say so.
Don't do it?
You have to dash to catch up to him. I could say I would say you could get to him and like get in front of him to like
Okay.
try and stop him.
That's what I'll do.
We'll have to see what he does to get around you though.
Max will get up in that mix.
And Max
Tangle
can get right
speed
up
up.
on him too. Okay. All right, back to his turn.
Hamstring him.
Hamstring him.
Bite his leg.
So he just poofs. He just poofs.
What?
No, he doesn't. He just poofs. Sorry.
God dang it.
What level is this? He's gonna look towards you, Gillian, and kind of mutter a couple words and snap his finger. And I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Good thing I've got good wisdom. Okay, which one do I click to do a saving throw?
If you click on wisdom, it'll give you the option between ability check and saving throw.
Okay. 18.
18. Okay. You start to feel your body start to lock up and lose movement. And you're able to kind of just shake it off, remembering that tenacity of the bear that you just spent time being. So you shake off hold person. Yeah, he's gonna try and just run through you and Max. So you guys
But
can
I
take
can
your up
take
attacks
it.
if you want.
Yeah.
Hold him down.
Okay. Another athletics check.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Come. Oh my
Oh
god!
God.
No, he's still gotta roll his, so we'll see. Survey says.
Doggo athletic.
Yeah.
What's Max doing during this?
I mean, he would be trying to assist in any way possible, so any kind of advantage you give would probably be what he's doing. So he's.
You know what? I will. Let's
at
do this.
him and hold his.
If you want, I will give Gillian advantage on the athletics check for Max acting like a tabletop.
Yay.
Which is basically what he's there
And
for.
I keep forgetting about guidance.
Oh my
Nope.
God.
Nope.
Wow.
All right, so you go to push him. He feels Max behind him and kind of leaps off and does a back handspring, and catching his bounce, continues running. But he'll only get 30 feet ahead at this point.
Dang it.
He's getting close to, where he wants to go. All right, Sky, what are we doing?
What does that put me at? I was at 35, so we went another 45. So he's still
Say
75 foot.
He's 65 because he only went 35 that round.
65. God
Right?
damn it!
What you get for being the slow kid.
Another 30 feet.
Yeah, it's only been like 12 seconds, Ash, so I don't
That's
know
like-
if you'd still be looting.
I just
Wait, I'm sorry, hold on.
looted
How
my
many
one
seconds?
body and then I double dashed.
Oh, it's probably like 18
Mine is still looting.
rounds.
I got 90 feet of movement around.
How
though.
how thorough are you looting, I guess is the question, Greg and Ash.
I miss my sibling so pretty quickly.
I am 100% still looting
Yeah, I'm
thoroughly.
trying to be fairly thorough because I want to see if there's like orders or something in like a hidden pocket or some way to identify
I'm-
these people.
I'm just looking for shinies.
Okay.
Okay,
So
Ash will say next
Bolting.
turn you catch up to Sky.
Haha.
I'm gonna dash.
Okay?
So I'll use my action dash. So I'll be within 10
5
feet of them.
Yeah.
5 feet?
Yeah,
Like, oh, motherfucker.
yeah. Because he's 65 feet, right?
So
That's
I'll
right.
go 60 feet.
All right.
So they're in front of me.
Max is constantly on your heels.
That's all I can do.
If not in front.
And next. Okay. All right. Gillian, what are you doing? He's 30 feet ahead of you now.
I'm gonna run.
Okay.
That's my action, and then I'm gonna try to grab him again.
Okay.
I don't know what else to do.
Oh, it,
Or
You have
try.
the druid to restrain someone.
Yeah, I've got nothing else.
I'm in a better spot, so hopefully this will help.
Okay. And I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, finally.
Well, so guidance would be an action to cast on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Oh,
could cast
yeah.
guidance this round and then use it next round. Like, try to grapple him next round. 'Cause it's one or the other.
I'm just gonna try to grab him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh!
Hey.
Pretty good.
Oh my god!
This is why I roll open.
This is bullshit.
At this time, you go to grapple him, and when you go to reach out to grapple him, he kind of just turns around with this like tired expression on his face, and just kind of swipes your hands away and turns and keeps running.
the chase has it.
All right, it's Gillian. Max is keeping pace, I assume. Actually, you know what? Roll it one more time, just because we said Max was giving you advantage on these by acting as a tabletop.
I was gonna say that all he's doing, he's
Oh
not
my
really.
gosh.
You would have had a nat 20 anyways.
Oof.
Yeah.
This is rough.
All right.
Max is there to corral, so he's got to have somebody command him to attack or something.
Well,
All right.
wait. Not listening.
Ash, at this point, you dashing to catch up. I will say you are essentially 75 feet behind the target.
Okay, fucking triple dash, get in front of him, try to block him off.
Okay, so now you are
90
25 feet in front of him.
90, actually no, let's make, I'll get 15 in front.
Are you triple dashing? What?
Yeah,
Rogue.
fucking
So
rogues,
you-
baby!
Oh, right.
Movement, action, bonus action,
I forgot
what's
about
up,
right.
rogues?
Okay.
That is Ash's turn. It is his move. And so he sees Ash just, Naruto running beside him in front of him.
Max is looking like,
Just, what?
what is this?
All right, let's see. Okay, he is going to sees you 15 feet in front of him. Seeing you, and also seeing you just slice the throat of someone earlier, he's gonna run up the 30 feet, so he's 5 feet past you on the other side of you. And as he does that, he's gonna try and reach out and hand towards you.
Okay.
Oof. He's gonna cast Inflict Wounds at 2nd level.
Ouch.
The 20 to hit,
Yeah, it does.
17 points of damage.
Ow. I
That's
say.
That's his movement and his action. Yeah, and that's he
That
is
didn't feel good
round.
at all.
Starting this round, Sky, roll me a d20 first.
10.
10. Okay. So as you're running, you end up running through like a open air blacksmith. Just as you're running through to catch up with him, the blacksmith turns around holding like a red hot horseshoe.
Oh no.
Give me a deck save.
Oh.
It's okay, you can put it out with your skin.
Hits you directly in the face and scars you, and now
Water
everyone knows which is
genasi.
which.
Make sure it's upwards so that it's lucky, right? So you don't want
Deck
that.
save, so that would be 19.
No. Oh,
18.
hey.
There you go.
Okay. As it starts moving towards you, you essentially, not necessarily being the dexterous one of the twins, you essentially kind of crouch down in your momentum, and the passive moisture that you generate as a water genasi acts as almost like a lubricant for you to just slide right underneath, just narrowly missing. You do hear, like, as it passes by you, some steam as like some of the moisture on your face starts to dry for a second, and then it replenishes itself. What do you want to do on your turn?
30 feet, I should be 5 feet away from them, right? At this point? No, 35.
Correct.
Damn it. Alright. Get within 5 feet of them with the dash.
All right.
I'm right next to him now.
You are indeed. You are technically within touch range.
Yeah, but that was after a dash, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
All right. Gillian, give me a d20 roll.
Type a /R space 1d20
Yep, that works.
into the chat. Yeah.
Okay. Nothing happens. What are you doing?
Okay. I am. Well, wait, how far ahead of me is he?
30 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to him,
Okay.
and then.
So it's like him, you, and Sky are all right next to each other.
And Ash too, right?
And me.
And Ash, yeah.
Max.
The triplets.
So we're all right there.
Dog pile.
Please just jump on
Jump
it.
on him.
Use your weight to your advantage. Your 7 foot tall weight.
Oh. Actually, yeah.
Monsters.
Can I just jump on him? I'm huge.
That's a huge bear.
Damn it.
I will
That's not what they
say,
say.
I'm gonna say we're gonna roll contesting acrobatics to see if you can like pin him down. Not necessarily grapple and like hold him, but essentially just
Make contact.
yeah, you're literally just trying to body slam him. So yeah, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check. Actually, you know, we'll do acrobatics versus his AC.
Okay. Oh my
God!
Why are you not rolling your dice?
Forever a druid.
Wow.
All right.
Oh, good.
That is Gillian. I need a D20 roll for Max.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Just a D20.
Just straight D20.
Keep in mind, if Max gets molten metal on him, he just becomes stronger.
Yeah. I just gained
Assimilate.
so much. Okay. I will do this. Where? You just said R/.
/R and then space 1D20.
Space 1D20. R2D2. Okay. 13.
13. Nothing happens.
I don't like this.
This game is rigged.
All right.
My force is unknown.
What's he doing? Is he just running up?
Max is trying to help them in any way possible. So if he thinks that they're trying to get him on the ground, he's going to try to pin him to the ground. But he's not going to attack unless somebody tells him to attack.
All right. Give me an acrobatics against his AC.
Oh God.
I'm just wondering if this giant dog weighs enough to crush this poor man's chest.
Okay.
He is a robot,
no.
so probably.
18.
That's a 15. 15 will hit.
15. Oh yeah, Max, do it.
Um,
That's a boy, Maxie.
we'll say it like this. We'll essentially say that Gillian went to go essentially just kind of dogpile on top of him, and he narrowly missed. As he misses, Max behind Gillian comes through and swerves around, and as the cultist turns, Max catches up with him and just pushing off on all four paws, just body checks him into the nearby wall.
Yes. Way to go, Max.
And he's gonna fall against the wall and prone. As he does, he's gonna look up, and essentially there's Max, Gillian, Ash,
Max.
Guy. Everyone's essentially catching up at this point.
Max is licking his face, tonguing him in the face with his dull dagger-like tongue.
With his Greg vomit
With
mouth.
his alien tongue.
Also that, his alien tongue. It's just
And he's just
dull
gonna drop the
pain.
dagger that he's holding and just kind of put his hands up.
Yeah, that's right.
It's gonna. I'm gonna catch my breath.
Okay.
I'm not really in shape for this
That's
kind
fine.
of.
I feel fine. Besides the
I am-
fact that
I
I
am-
just got my fucking life stolen out of my body.
I'm dexterous, but I'm definitely not
Limber.
limber.
This is why I'm the hot twin.
Look, you don't have to keep running.
He says out of breath.
I just want to know what you're doing. Why you running? That's all.
I think they were running because we just killed all of their friends.
Oh, maybe, but
He looks up at you, out of breath himself, with probably a couple broken ribs. He goes, we were sent to take care of some people that supposedly killed one of our members, and you all fit the description for that. You can see him kind of like holding one of his ribs on the side that Max body checked him on.
Yeah.
Just all 1 second. I'm gonna catch my breath for a second.
You're both just there, just deep heaving, just.
Wipe the sweat from my forehead. Oh
Just
wait, that's
normal
normal.
water.
You're always sweaty.
Oh, he's wet. Gross.
Alright. After I catch my breath. Who sent you? When did this happen? We just got into town.
Yes.
No, we were just out of town having a vacation, and all this stuff happened.
He goes, all I know
Hello, hello.
is that
Hi.
we are
Guys can hear me?
yeah,
Yep.
we can hear you. All we were given was a name. He goes, we're working for one of the cults, but you killed all of our new recruits, so that's unfortunate. It took like 3 months to get.
Maybe just be a better cult.
Or don't attack us.
That's
It's an
fair.
accident. Can
It's
I,
What was the name they gave you, huh?
They didn't give us a name. There's Davis descriptions. The person you're looking for is named Garizol. He goes,
is
That's
he
all I got.
telling the truth?
you can roll insight if you want.
14.
Yeah, he seems to be pretty truthful. I mean, he's definitely giving off the vibe that he doesn't really have any other options out here, right? Like, he's pretty much at your mercy for this.
Sweetly.
Okay. Can I cast Charm Person on him?
You can certainly try, sure.
Alright, I need...
We
Come
need that.
on. I need a Wisdom save. God!
God. With advantage?
Mm-hmm.
This
What does
motherfucker.
the KH mean?
Keep high. Rolls 2 and keeps the higher.
Well,
Oh,
I was
okay.
hoping that would give me like advantage or something, but that's fine. I'm gonna just try to cast it, doesn't work.
And now he knows you cast Charm Person on him.
Yes.
Nah, it's fine.
I'm also out of first level spots at this point. Look,
He looks at you and goes, so, now what?
I look at Gillian and Ash. How about this? We'll let you live. Just show us where the rest of you are.
I mean, assuming that that was where you were going anyway, like a very smart person would do, leading a whole group of people who just killed all of your friends to your base.
He kind of like, he looks at you. Give me a persuasion check first.
That's not terrible. 14 plus 3, 17.
Oh, nice.
17. Okay. He looks at you and goes, we don't have the same stronghold we used to. It got cleared out about a day or two ago. We just were aiming for that safe house, and he points like probably halfway down the road that you're on to the right. There's like a
Oops.
looks to be like a shaded door, or a hard to see door, I should say. He goes, that's where myself and the rest were staying, but that's all there is.
And how many people is that?
How many bodies did you leave back there?
Count on my
Enough?
fingers.
The answer's 5.
with you?
Could be 6.
Hit with the guiding.
All right.
That's fair.
1, 2, 3.
Sound a little far
5.
away, Jenny.
I think there's 5.
Yeah, you do sound
Jeez,
far away.
Lilo.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
I think it's using your webcam mic or something.
Hmm
That's weird.
He looks back to you and goes, that's all of us that were stationed there. We were just told to take you guys out and to plant a murder. I don't have anything else for you.
You wouldn't happen to know about a murder that happened recently over at the docks?
He looks at you for a second and goes, there's a lot of docks.
I say
Then he
the name of
coughs
the
and his
dock
blood
you
comes
told
out.
me. That I definitely remember.
Yeah, it was the Bloom Ridge dock.
That one. Bloomridge? Anything?
He looks at you and goes, no.
Insight check.
Go for
Also
it.
inside check.
Go for it.
Insight. Mine was bad.
Natural 1.
Mine wasn't that
6.
bad.
You believe him wholeheartedly.
God damn it. Yep, +0. 3.
Yeah. He has no idea. No idea what Doc's
Well-
talking about.
Just run away. We'll deal with it.
Meanwhile,
wanna see your
find
face,
a
Ed.
diary.
I don't want to
Specifically
see your
teaching
face
them.
anymore.
Dear diary, I am so happy I killed so and so at the Bloom Ridge docks today. It was great. Another win for the cult.
That's a good point. So we go back to Greg and Rufus. As you're looting, on one of the other the cult leaders, you do find a note. Give me a investigation check.
Oh, you got it. You got it. I got a real solid
Wait a
one.
minute.
12.
Pretty good.
Bad.
Investigation check. Oh boy. Natural 2.
Alrighty. Give me 1 second here.
Yikes.
I just
We're doing
the
great.
smell of this vomit is just so
So
unacceptable.
it takes some combined effort between you two.
Makes me
And the
dumb.
only reason you're getting it is because you got at least a 10, Greg, and Rufus speaks Infernal.
Yeah.
Okay.
The note is in Infernal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it essentially talks about taking care of some political assets that were coming back into town before they
Oh,
make it past the gate.
political ass hats. My favorite.
It also it mentions positioning them negatively in the eyes of the Flaming Fist. And it talks about and it pins them responsible for the death of Marcus.
Oh.
Oh,
Marcus Halgate.
Hey, we know that guy.
My
It's that
paladin.
guy
Oh.
that JD was apparently.
No,
My
it's
bard
the
paladin. No.
you guys wouldn't know. Me and Sky and Gillen would know. We didn't tell you shit about this job. We're doing great.
No,
Oh,
there's no
yeah.
coordination among this group at all. It's fantastic.
Well, to be fair, you guys showed up. I went outside to puke, and then this happened. So we haven't really
To
had
be
any time.
fair,
Kind of did.
we did ask this guy. He's just very honest.
Yeah.
Extremely trustworthy.
And so, flashing back to the end of the chase, he's essentially trying to get up and holding his rib and kind of looking among you guys. He's kind of like half circled into a wall.
I mean, do we really want to
And, like,
let him live? That really
It's
fucking
slowly,
hurt.
as you're saying this, he's like slowly trying to limp between you guys to get into the crowd to keep going.
I'm too tired to bother.
I have
and I trust
7
the last
hit
thing he
points.
said, so I'm gonna just like I'm catching my breath. I figure based off of the last insight check, I assume he's told us everything. I don't really care, so
Nah, I hate this guy. I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, good.
Give me an initiative roll off.
I'm not helping with this
I
one.
have 7 whole hit points. Fuck this guy.
How public is this space that they're in?
17.
Yeah.
Middle of a street, but it's Baldur's Gate.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
they're like,
every day.
whatever. Fuck it.
There's too many
you rolled a
people in
17?
town,
Yeah.
The more people we kill, the more refugees they can let in.
right? I mean,
Yeah, that's
this
how it
is
works.
common, right?
1 in, 1 out.
Yeah, you got
I need to
capacity.
roll. I guess it's just
We know
ability
for a
check.
fact that one more person can come in.
Plus proficiency.
6 more.
6 more people are allowed.
He also rolled a 17. What's your dex mod?
+2.
His is also +2, so just roll a d20.
Come on, D20. 18.
3.
Haha.
Your initiative goes off first. What are you doing?
I'm killing him.
Take your
Yeah.
attack.
I will. 16.
16 hits.
Do I get sneak attack because my friends are next to me?
Are they next to him?
Yeah,
to
I
him.
will say he's passing between you guys. Yeah, sure.
Fuck this guy. Ooh. 15 points.
Lucky he's at 15.
Ha.
So as he walks by, he raises his hand, and as he raises it, it's got that black glow that you saw previously.
Nope.
And as he
Right
raises
through
the
the
hand,
hand, fucking pinning him through the shoulder.
yeah, you essentially just pin through his hand, and you see it pop out the back of his shoulder blade.
Mm.
Yeah.
And as you pull the blade away, it like pulls his arm away, and he falls to the ground. And it's essentially just like blood coming from both sides, and he is dead.
Do you still look like a guard?
No.
No, that was a long time ago.
You've been doing all of this as the city guard. It's been great.
Perfect.
Now it makes sense. Now it makes
I'll
sense.
just like I'm leaning up against the
Oh.
wall and I see him kind of like shrug over and fall to the ground.
All
Whatever.
right. What are we doing?
Well, obviously searching the body.
What,
Well, that sucks.
Okay.
what do we find besides this note that is very incriminating that we don't know is very incriminating because we have no idea what's happening yet?
So among you guys, I will say, I need to add loot tables on here.
900 gold each for
Yes.
the two of us.
30,000 platinum.
There's nothing I
30,000
like quite-
platinum. And
I will say that you find among all of them
Session.
80 gold.
80 gold.
You mean 40.
Nice.
And then Gillian, as you're looting him, you find a couple things. First off, you find a regular potion of healing.
Yay.
You find, is that what I wanted? 122 gold.
Holy shit, these cultists are rolling in money.
Damn.
Well, it was literally all the money they had to live on.
Perfect.
That's good.
Oh, they're not doing a lot of living anymore, so
True.
Hey, yo.
And roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
God.
7.
These rolls.
Okay.
Nothing else?
Nothing else that you find at this time, no.
Sue.
I will say one thing that you do find though is when you're searching the body, underneath the robes on the chest, you do pull out what looks to be an amulet with a symbol on it. Anyone that's proficient that's there can roll me a religion check.
hey, I'm a cleric, kind of.
There you go.
No, you're
Yeah,
definitely a
Not
cleric.
super strong on
Oh, I'm not
religion.
proficient in religion. Sorry.
I'm gonna say as a cleric, well,
We are
as a cleric,
heathens.
I'll let you roll it.
Okay, 2.
Fuck. Okay, so if you want
By
to take
divine
it, it's an
intervention.
amulet.
Let's take it with us.
And then
Not very smart.
All right. Anything
We're
else you
doing
guys are
great.
doing?
I guess I'll after we're done and the body's there, I'll just stand up and like, well, let's head back. And I'll start
I'm-
walking back to
I
the
will-
rest of the group.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
press to digitate the puke covered boy
Okay.
Into
And
an
then I'm-
even more puke covered boy.
into a no puke covered boy.
More puke.
And then I'm gonna see how many
Soil
people are
that
watching.
object.
How many people are just like looking at me, just rifle through this guy's pockets.
I am, before he does that, going to take copious notes on to myself the scent of this puke.
Ew.
For
Greg, give me an
Purposes later.
investigation check.
Investigation. I'm real good at anything intelligence based.
We are all so smart.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
As you're rifling through the pockets of Mr. Puketon, or no longer Puketon, you don't find much. His gold would have been included in what you found earlier.
Yeah.
You do feel in one pocket there seems to be something in there, and you pull out what looked to be like, you thought they were goggles at first. When you pull them out, they're almost like a pair of spectacles, like a pair of glasses. You kind of think to himself about how this dude probably wishes he was wearing these when he got puked on to not get it in his eyes.
Safety googles.
But
Yeah.
they are a pair of glasses with a silver frame with circular ruby colored lenses in them.
Ooh, very fancy.
So
And there's also where would Greg be from? I guess is my question. How familiar is Greg with like Baldur's Gate or Elturel?
I did not get that far into character
Okay.
background. So let's say, because I know that there is like a big group of goblins and shit in like a forest to the south of Elturel. And so I know there's a small city that's near there.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of it.
I'll
though.
say you're familiar enough with it just because they're popular. Emblazoned on the flames is the emblem of the Hell Riders. It's a horse's head superimposed upon a sunburst. So you don't know too much. The general idea behind the Hell Riders is they were kind of like the SEAL Team 6 for any kind of demons or devils that popped up in the area. So
Oh, boy.
if
They're your
anything popped
classic
up like
Doom
that,
guys.
they are Doom guys, essentially, of the Sword Coast. They would be sent out to deal with demons and devils and stuff like that. So their logo is emblazoned on these frames.
All right, I'm gonna
Um,
take those. I'm also going to, like, if there's not a bunch of people watching, I'm
Mhm.
gonna like drag him behind his stall, and I'm gonna take off his robes. And if the mask that was on the image is like actually on him, I'm gonna take that too.
Take
You
his
don't
puke
see the
clothes?
image anywhere else.
I
No, he
his
cleaned
puke
it off.
clothes.
His
Yeah.
prestidigitation.
He-
I always
he-
meant like he's wearing like these like cultist garb, right?
So it's cultist garb. So underneath you do find an amulet. Are you proficient with religion?
Heathens, all of us.
No.
Play this chance. No. Okay. You have a patron though. I'll let you roll it. I really
Okay.
want someone to get this.
10.
10.
Dang, I rolled
That's
Hey.
enough.
0.
I have a
You
-1
recognize
intelligence.
the insignia on this medallion as that of Zariel.
Zariel.
So TLDR, Zariel was an angel that fell, was a fallen angel,
Classic.
and now rules over the first layer of hell.
So it's
the night
it's
elves.
like a necklace. You said it was.
It's like a medallion, like a cult medallion with
Man.
their sigil on it.
Okay. I'm also
Amulet.
so I guess I'm still gonna take his robes though.
Okay.
His full cultist get up.
I'm still taking this robe. It's coming with me. I'm taking the
Some
boots.
They're gonna be a little tight and short on you.
I mean, someone might be able to wear them. We might need them for infiltrating things. My character has a thing about being disguised, believe it or
That's
not.
fair.
So
We'll find a
Someone
way
will-
to make it
you-
work on you.
Someone
and
will
I will
fit.
say the longer you hold on to those glasses, the frames,
mhm.
you see that they start to slowly grow to an appropriate size for you.
Ooh, magic glasses.
Ooh.
Magic.
I'm holding on to these things.
Wait,
And so
I'm
at
gonna
this
put-
point, everyone else that just murdered a dude in the street would make it back to the rest of the party.
well, I
So,
wasn't there, so
Do they fit yet?
It'll take some time.
Oh,
at
okay.
least
About a
10
short
minutes.
But I noticed that they're
Just
that
put
they're
them on like little
embiggening.
little
Yeah.
pulse nay.
It's like when the Beast from X-Men wears the spectacles and he has to like push them up.
Yeah. Oh, what you got there? You got some new specs? I didn't know you had glasses.
I do now.
Well, did you fight on that guy?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Who? This guy that is now just naked on the ground.
Yeah, you just Skyrim
let's
looted
go,
this dude in the
let's
street.
All right. Good idea. And then we just leave. Or I guess once everyone else gets
They go-
together,
they
we
go
probably
follow
leave.
Max. Oh, good Max.
See?
Good boy, Max. What'd you do?
See, I knew this was a good idea.
What? What was it?
Protection.
Protection?
Something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Are we? I would like to try to move the party to walk away because I already
yeah.
always think
Oh,
people
we're
don't trust
walking.
me.
Yeah, we're walking.
Oh,
down the
yeah.
street.
Why are-
Slowly and inconspicuously
Yes.
towards the docks.
Don't be suspicious.
Whistling, of
Be
course.
suspicious.
Why did you all drag me out of my drinks?
So there's a guy that died, and we need to figure
Lots of
out
guys
who
just
killed
died.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
just
this is
killed
like a
6 of 'em.
specific guy. His
And
name
you
was, like-
volunteered to help us
Yeah.
I did.
in your
Yes.
drunken stupor.
Yeah.
Oh,
It-
okay.
That's true.
Just out of the goodness of your heart, too.
I
Yeah,
had you in my
had-
hands. And
you
you
were
said,
very
really
nice to
emotional.
us.
Yes.
Yeah, you didn't want anything in return.
Zero
Oh.
things. I, however, have a contract, and they're going to help me develop an app.
A what?
What's an
Nice.
Long
app?
story short, it's kind of like a croissant with a weenie in it, but I don't want to give too much away.
Oh, that actually doesn't sound so bad.
Right? I know.
I'd be down for that.
What?
But
With
yeah,
a
you
who?
you volunteered after you
I
drank a
already
little bit.
found a
Yeah,
taco
you
shop
did.
that's going to handle it. The distribution, it's great.
Why do I feel like I'm in a party
Dave.
full of chaotic people?
Because you are.
I'm the only lawful person in this group,
Yep, that's
and they're all
chaotic
just
good.
taking advantage.
You
of me.
have two chaotic
You
neutral
would not be lying
characters,
about me volunteering then.
for
that's me.
sure.
This is what I
Okay.
drink. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
To be
Candle walking,
fair,
candle
we
walking.
probably do this to everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
That sounds
Did you say
about
that out
right.
loud?
Should we?
No.
Should we
No.
actually?
Let's go. I think we have some business to take care of, and I don't think we should stick around for much longer.
True.
So
I
where to?
already miss being drunk.
I mean, we can make that happen for you if you want, like a pit stop or something. I feel
No.
like shit.
No.
I mean, we could take a little break.
No.
I do point out to the rest of the group though, like I got these fancy glasses. They were
Oh,
taken from
yeah.
someone in the Hell Riders.
Look at these sweet
It's a
specs.
hell writer.
They hunt down demons.
You're like,
Lame.
you're like
Super lame.
super demon hunters. I don't know. That's kind of cool to me. You got to action.
Classes
Also-
are for
Yeah.
nerds, and I'll keep walking.
Those
Yes,
those
uh,
guys,
Matt.
those guys outside the bar. One of them had this, and I take out the medallion. That guy's
Yeah,
an
I
that's-
got one
asshole.
of those too.
Fancy gold stuff.
No. That. Do you see that on the thing in the middle?
No,
What about
That's.
it?
I'm sure as I show the group the thing in the emblem in the
Emblem?
middle.
I'm
Sigil.
still walking
No.
towards the destination, not looking, not paying attention.
They don't care. They don't care.
That's the Zerial emblem. That guy's a dick.
Yeah, super dick.
They were not nice people.
Hell of a dick.
They're
I
dead
mean, there's
now.
a
Say
lot of
more.
not nice people. That's not really like.
Yeah, why is he
Okay.
not a nice person?
Yeah, they didn't even let me go to my home.
What
yeah,
the
I just
DM
want to
told me
fucking
that I
go
forgot
home.
because I have a bad memory.
You mean the fact that he is
He's
a fallen angel and he
That.
rules the first
Yeah.
layer of hell?
that
Yeah, but he
that
doesn't
thing that
rule the
you said.
second
That's what I
layer.
said.
Yeah, second layer is where it's at. First layer sucks. That's baby shit.
Wait,
Yeah,
have
well,
you been to hell?
No.
Me?
Look at them. No, they wouldn't last 2 seconds. Come on.
Can
No
I make
answer.
an intelligence check to see if I can connect what happens to the place we came from to this emblem? Like if I can make that mental connection, because I'm not very smart.
Sure.
Okay. Intelligence.
Hmm.
13.
Oh, not so bad.
Not
Look at
bad.
you.
Hey.
Just being in the vicinity of cool shades.
Yeah, so you start
Exactly.
connecting the city pretty much going up in flames.
Sinking into the
got-
ground.
Sinking into the ground. You've got cultists that have demonic symbols on them, holding memorabilia from the Hell Riders that were supposed to be the group that would defend against demons. And then supposedly a cult that is being directed to frame individuals in a murder to take them off the map. As you're kind of putting these points together and having your Rain Man moment, you hear you all hear a tone, a very clear bell tone that kind of rings throughout the city, almost like the announcements, right, coming out in school.
Bing, 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 bing.
Lunchtime.
There's
Yes.
been a murder. A murder has been discovered. That's for doodle.
6 more people can come in.
So you
I
hear
also
a
understand that
voice
reference.
that starts
That's
to
for Alex, too.
reverberate throughout the city. You can all hear, everyone hears it. Everyone almost pauses in this moment of silence. And a voice comes on and goes, "Citizens of Baldur's Gate, this is Beline Stelmane of the High Council of Baldur's Gate. High Seer has left the city and unfortunately was in the accident that happened at Elturel. From our observations, Elturel itself has been sunken down into the first layer of hell and devoured. At this time, all Hell Riders leaving Elturel are being assumed to be guilty parties and are being arrested on sight. We will be locking the city down, not allowing anyone inside or out for the foreseeable future until we can ascertain the nature of this threat. Any of those that are seen dealing with demons, cultists, or anything of related value will be hunted by the Flaming Fist and brought to persecution in front of the High Court. For the time being, please reside in the city, stay calm, and we will get through this together." And there's another clear bell tone, and the voice is over. And immediately the city starts going ablaze with chatter of, "We're stuck in here. We can't leave. We were going to go to Waterdeep. How are we going to get out of here? There's no ships leaving. What are we going to do? You know, people die here all the time." And from that point, your party now being kind of mixed into this cultist world that's happening inside Baldur's Gate, whether you be highborn or lowborn, you are essentially awaiting the threat of whatever is going to happen after the fall of Elturel and the loss of Baldur's Gate's main leader. With that being said, that's where we're going to end tonight's session as a lead in to hopefully a future campaign.
Yay.
Hooray.